We are up.
Up.
We are up. The Titans. We are here. Yes, man. See Mystic right there, so you know.
All right.
And I'm right here. Yeah. And by the way, Mystic, before we even start, can we have our play everything there and intro and start the show?
Oh, yeah.
Like them soon come in and aromatic. Right. You know, and tonight, you know, we have Right Mango, you know. Kamla, come in a little bit late. Kamla, at the boat, so I don't know what's that. What Titan is coming. Maybe, I don't know if Maria might step it. I can't see where I'm going. But all gloves off, Mystic, it can't fit me, you know, so. Yeah, I want to show them, so.
Yeah.
My gloves, yeah.
We know we don't gloves off, you know, so my gloves off. Let me tell you. All gloves off, my boss.
What we are saying, man. We could start the show because tonight you're rough, you know.
Yeah.
Tonight, you know, we're not all about nothing.
All right.
We get 24 hours, we're not all about nothing. Watch.
All right.
Make sure we're up.
Up.
Lock in because we're ready. We're ready for knocking. All right. So here is now. Byron, the first thing we want to knock, you see, in the Constitution, where the government did want the opposition to sign, them have a lot of flaws in there, you know, a lot.
Yes.
Including, I'm gonna make you read it out because we want to show the people them it.
All right.
Including these people.
Yes.
The Senate.
Yes.
Well, it's there now. It's there 13, government, opposition 8. That's 21, right?
Yes.
So if them for pass certain things, certain legislation after it come from the lower house and the upper house, we're going next, you have to even have one at the opposition for vote and, you know, make the thing pass through. Even one from the 8. Because them have to have 2/3. Round it to 2/3 in the house, 2/3 in the Senate. So you want a balance and somebody have to use them conscience. If you don't write the government, you can't just give them a clean slate for run cross and Jamaica sink.
Yes.
Now, what them propose are these people. What them propose is this.
Madness.
Yeah, you see this? The government, after them want elect a president, with 2/3 of the opposition now not with them. Them want the government to have, them want to move it to 27. The government get 15, opposition get 9, and then the bogus president get 3.
Yes.
But look on this now, Byron. 15 and 3 are 18, that are 2/3.
2/3.
And if the government have them way, like if Martin sign it,
yeah,
and then pick a president, could have be strike 5.
Exactly.
He could have turned the president.
Yes.
Got them that just go pick a Google Gaga.
Yeah.
Got them want to ask when them could have control. And then them make him now go pick. Remember, nobody not vote for him, but him a pick senator. That outrageous too.
Exactly.
That out of the book. That stink. They want to pick 3. 15, that means him only still control the thing. 3 plus the 15 make 18 2/3.
Yes.
That means the opposition don't have no talk because what them that tell him Google. I said Google. Can they turn anybody in a president? Maybe General Lampire.
Exactly.
Yes, any one of them.
Exactly.
Strike 5. Them that just say, yo, we need 1 hour. Or can you remember them do criminality? You know?
Yes.
Pick that one there, pick that one there, and pick that one there for we. So you know what them 3 that come and vote with the government side, automatically, them have 2/3 with 18. Yeah? 3, 9, 27, you know. So when the opposition have them 9, them don't need them again because the 3 where the idiot president, the one where them that pick, because they want to pick a sensible president, they might pick something for suit himself.
Yeah.
Them that have the vote now.
Yeah.
Including the House and the Senate for pass anything. People that just feel it.
Exactly.
Your take on that.
Well, basically, when you look at this, right, and I want to go back through as it relates to, right, what Wayne said, which is certainly true, right, that the government proposes that the constitution be changed to increase the amount of senators to 27, right, and the composition would be 15, right, on the government side, 9 on the opposition side, and that 3 as it relates to the president. Now, if you talk about the 15 and the 9, if you add that, that would be giving them the 2/3.
Yeah,
and so then having the 2/3, they would need the opposition.
No.
This if you look on it, really and truly, Andrew Honest automatically are good on the line of dictatorship.
That's it.
This is solid dictatorship.
Yes.
Because now, come on, to maintain good democracy, Wayne, right? You need a level of consensus.
Of course.
Right? You need at least to have dialogue on the issues.
Yes.
And so then, of course, you try to win at least one of the opposition or 2 of the opposition on your side.
Yes.
This is how law pass. But if you are going to set up a system where you don't have debate on the issue and you eliminate that by this way you are set here, so Andrew Honest is a dictator. And Andrew Honest, no, honestly, people, for him to want to put this into the constitution and hope that the Titans don't see it. Well, the Titans see it tonight, and the Titan is going to establish it. You understand that this needs to be stopped?
Yes.
Definitely, this needs to be stopped, right? And so then, I mean, look, you can't have already, you set up a system that you automatically designed to have a 2/3 control.
Yes.
And which, per constitution, is that 2/3 you need to pass law. So then you don't need the opposition.
None at all.
You ever say, this is madness. This is serious. And Jamaican people need to understand what Andrew Honest is doing. And I'm glad, Wayne, that you brought out this, right? So that to make sure that Jamaicans, and put out the politics out of it. Put out the green shirt, put out the orange shirt out of this. We are talking about intergenerational situation that may affect generation upon generation upon generation. We can't have this. This is 100% dictatorship. Right? That ought not to happen. This is very serious. Right? And it goes to tell you who Andrew Honest is. You understand? A blatant dictator. And he's not hiding it. Right? So I yield back to you, Titan Boss.
Yes, yes. So when you think of it, you know, Andrew dangerous, you know. I hide the dictatorship in a little way. Because they put it in the constitution. If that they don't sign it, them don't sign off.
Exactly.
But this make them attack Marky G for nothing at all. You know? Them they just want to sign off on this. You must read nothing, no read through it, just sign it and everything good. And then the country in a turmoil because you'd have a real dictator at the helm of the country now. You can't pass anything. Because the first thing I'm going to do, right at it stand now, I'm 40 yard. Remember, I signed it, I signed it now. The opposition at 14.
Yes.
So right, him have more than the 2/3 for passing in the house.
Yes, he has 49.
Good. You understand? I put up the woman there alone. Them say she gone for 48 really, but you know run back the seat because she's still there.
Okay.
All right. So and the opposition only got 14. So him can't pass anything to the house.
Exactly.
But to pass it to the Senate, him need one out of the right now as it stands is 13 for the government.
Yes.
For the opposition.
Yes.
You need at least one.
Yes.
Vote with them conscience.
Exactly.
So have some, you know, consensus between government and opposition. And that would be a balance.
Yeah, let the people understand, Wayne.
Yes.
That the House has 49.
Yes.
The House consists of 63 members of Parliament.
Yes.
And the Senate consists of
21.
21.
Yes.
Right? So, I mean, there it is as it relates to what can happen into the House where they have 49, right? And
you have more than 2/3, sir.
Yes, they have more than 2/3. Right? So they can pass any laws what they want to have in the House. But remember, I say laws pass in the House and then it goes to the Senate. So when it goes to the Senate, right? The Senate now, right? They have to see consensus in terms of having at least one of the opposition. You understand that sign off on it. And that is what we call true democracy. True democracy.
And it's set up that way, because if it's set up that way, you have 21. If them did get 14 and the opposition gets 7, then it done.
It done.
It don't make no sense to have an opposition. That's why them set it that way.
Exactly.
To have a balance. You can pass into the House, but you have to make sure it creates if they send it to send it back.
Exactly.
Passing law.
Exactly.
Can you even have one of them? So you have to, have some consensus. And you have to go talk and you have to make sure the thing right, that you have a check and balances.
Yes.
And that him want beat. He want beat it. So he want to know, him elect a president. And he want to give the president his vast powers. So you can't sue him. Remember, you can't impeach him. You can't do this man nothing. That don't make no sense.
That don't make no sense.
President, real president that get impeached.
Impeach.
So you can't have a man where you have a pick, but you can't sue, you can't do nothing, you can't impeach him, you can't do nothing to him.
That don't represent democracy.
And that's not democracy.
That's straight autocracy. We don't want that.
Good. And then may you think about this again now. You have 5 years to call election, general election. But the first term for the president is 7. So if you allow this bogus president to make a pick for the first 7 years, 7, not with 5, 7, 2 over the 5. That means when they pick film 3 and the year up on the ball, when this are run, it have got change, or you have to pick back senators again. Film, that means where film chair still stay till the 7. And then somebody come in, pick an extra, that don't make no sense.
Yeah, that don't make no sense.
And then nobody never vote for him. So why am I get chance to pick senators? That don't make no sense.
No.
Shouldn't none at all. But the way him want the 2/3. So I'm come, him never say, the president then pick 2. So him still not have 2/3. So him never say, give the opposition 10.
Yes.
Give them 15. And then that one I get 2. Can the 2 even vote at 17? Him want one more make 18. So him cannot go through.
Exactly.
Ironclad. No, him not want to do that. Him take people for idiot and abekwashi.
Exactly. Because him not believe so we are here, man. The Titans are here. You understand? To break them down, you understand, and give clarity to all these things.
This bad.
Yes.
So I want to open an eye. I want to check it out for myself. That for sure out. Null and void. That for sure too. That's how it's good when you read over what they want to do. First, them don't want nobody carry to them. You use smart about it and things, not carry to them. Just sign it. We not sign things unless we can see the small print. I better go for your telescope and look on the small print. Go look up in that space, one of them there. So you can't drop the letter if you can't even see it good. Yes. Put it in front of the telescope, like we can read. Go and see read the small print.
Exactly.
We're not stupid. Yes.
That's why they want to rush it through in a way. They want to rush it through. You understand? For it not to be carefully scrutinized and where people identify these things.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So that's what they want to do. So it goes to show people, right, that Andrew Holness is a definitely damn dictator. And the reason for him to be doing this, right, because he want to get away from the corruption that he had done. It is just plain and simple, right? So he set up all of these things so that he can take full control, right? That he cannot be questioned, he cannot be held accountable, right, for all the wrongs he has done. But guess what? Mark Golding is not going to sign off on that, right? So regardless of him want to send it on to wherever he want to send it on, right? Mark Golding is not going to sign off on it. right? And so then we see the reason in terms of him trying to rush these things, right? And try to just manipulate the whole system, right? So we have to have the eyes for this, and we are glad that Titans are here to make sure that we use our binoculars, right? We go through these things, right? And make sure that when we find them, right, of course, we give awareness to it. And that's what we are doing. You understand? Right. Definitely Titan boss. That's what we are doing.
Right away, right away.
All
People
right.
remember say, we are going to have, let me just show them from now, you know, because from the start, we have to show them from now. Remember the 26th coming up. See it here? Wanna see it? Yeah, man. Yeah, man. This is join the conference. Inside the air conditioned unit, everything and thing. We're going to be there.
Exactly.
Mystic going to be there.
Gonna be there.
Ratty going to be there. Herb. Yeah. Carlos.
Yes.
The aromatic.
Yes.
The food of them, man. When I see Maria, when I see her, yes. You understand? Yes. Yes, you understand? You know, the crew, we're going to be there, the family.
Yes.
So, you know how it's going on this. I will reason out all of them kind of thing, yeah, now. We're not going to get to the time to talk to, you know, because we want to talk to the set speed. That's how it go.
Same way, same way.
I remember, you know, how we are do this. We are put the video there. We are going to have videos. We are going to have videos. Hey, lady.
What's up, brother?
I'm here, man. I'm here.
Right, I'm good.
Yes, yes, Mystic. Greetings to one and all, man.
Blessings.
Greetings. I'm a bit late.
No, man, you're here, man. You're here, man.
Late than never, my brother. Better late than never.
All right, all right.
Good to be in splendid glory.
All right.
As it relates to our family, you know, right around the world. And we here as, you know, your host and your representative as it relates to matters of great concern and great substance. You know, Titans are here. And once again, we will be having a really good discussion tonight as it relates to several matters on the ground, some important matters that blow your mind.
All right.
These things that we see happening in Jamaica are out of space. Belongs down here on earth. Because I mean, things like lightning, you know, it happen up in the atmosphere. And I mean, I try to see them want to repeat the lightning, but them use and strike Richard Azan. Come out with the propaganda when him just, you know, donate $6 from him personal wealth, you know, nothing to do with government funding. Just seeing the plight and the needs of some, you know, hardworking Jamaican who are out there toiling in the sun and having to run up and down from police. So I'm just saying, well, then, all right, yeah, what happened out of my concern and gratitude, I'm going to donate $6. And it make a big euphoria, you know, uproar in society as if this man committed a criminal act, you know, like the man take with the whole of Bank of Jamaica money and just spread it out. So we see them come back with the same thing, it did work for strike Marky G.
Yes.
But lightning can only strike twice when it's, you know, directed by the hands of the Almighty. Not when it's been used by criminal entities. It cannot strike twice. Because with the Titans here, we can pick up it on our radar and, you know, attack it like how you see them attack them rocket launcher.
Yeah.
You know, from ground to air missile. We can't shoot them down, man. We are the Titans and we will shoot them down. Yeah, so back to you, my panelists. I just you know,
let me follow up on that. We just say Richard Azan.
Exactly.
People, because we're fast. We're going to show the people them where you are. Look on the people.
So, may I ask, you know, I'm showing them Sabasita, Spalling, them are the man bill. So, you look on them asphalt, yeah, and this the people them that for stand up on that. And this make the whole of that them have to resign. That's
this make Azan, Richard, and you know who do it to people? It did work that time. Let me show you who do it now. Look who do it. Look who claimed it was a dark day. Look here. Just hear the reason you Andrew this now work again. We are wholly accountable. Look on this.
Sitting in Parliament with a Minister of Government was openly accepted.
Stop it. So let's stop this.
Responsibility.
Yes.
Who expresses no regret for the act. Where a commission of parliament has confirmed that the act is.
Okay, so a little technical error there. But you know, Lyle, the thing that you brought up with Azan, right?
Yes, Mr.
I want to tell you something, you know, the viciousness of it all. To know that Azan did not use taxpayers' money, you know, right? As it relates to his personal cash to, you know, just to the fact that he has conscience, right? And trying to help poor people, you know. And Andrew Holness at the time, and you know, funny it is, when Andrew Holness was talking about that, you know, Andrew Holness was under investigation by the Integrity Commission, you know, people.
True. Make us show it
Yeah.
that you finish it. Make us show where I must say. Make us show it to people.
Sitting in parliament with a minister of government.
But look up, but let me stop it first. Look up, put him thing together and people run out with it. Remember, poor people where police are beat, are take with them goods. This is not 1 cent from the government purse. And yeah, this was a dark day. And Richard Azan Afe get removed. Because another same thing him come back with. Angel will not allow you with this. This was a garbage against one people. Listen this.
Whatever. Sitting in parliament with a minister of government was openly accepted responsibility, who expresses no regret for the act, where a commission of parliament has confirmed that the act is corrupt and has referred it for prosecution.
Refer that prosecution. This guy wanna claim thing and go prosecute and then them let him go. You hear this? It can't go two ways. Gloves off. Continue.
And that minister shows no sign of wanting to resign, or the prime minister showing no signs of moving to dismiss the minister.
With all the sympathy that one can have for
Land grabber. Land grabber. Yeah.
support, this is embarrassing.
Embarrassing. You hear the word for them use? To make 6 other people them get the son off of them and stop run from police. Eh?
Not only to the government as a party, not only the PNP,
Yeah there.
but to the government, to Jamaica, to all of us. Our heads bow this morning with this sort of reaction to it.
So we have to take firm actions in this regard. It is a dark day for Jamaica, where the Prime Minister is unwilling or afraid to act against a minister in which the public has lost total confidence and in which the institutions of the society are all agree that this person does not enjoy their trust or faith and has breached the confidence that the people have placed in them. I believe that this has the potential, if it continues, to bring down the entire government. We don't feel comfortable.
People, let me stop this now. So this was Richard Azan. And this is try again in the people. This is how this guy work. And him try it again with a no-brainer when him come with Mark Golding just the other day. Hypocritical. Babsy Granger over 50 years, she a Canadian citizen, you know. Because when she said she land back in Jamaica like 74 or something, 73, she was a Canadian citizen. Over 50 years that. Like 73 or something, over 50 years. She's a Canadian citizen. The dark part father-in-law, notorious dark part father-in-law. He has some British citizen or somewhere right there now, you know. And him in the Senate. In the Senate. Drunko jacket. Minister Water, the one that will go around. Him one of them citizens, they must be British and thing, you know. Ready. Him American. And you have one in there, must be Venezuelan, and you have a next one in Dan Wimple have citizenship too. So you know we want to call out for all of them citizenship come up front and make we know both sides. Come show we. It don't work like that. See? nothing Mark G never break the law. And them take it make a big thing. You know them break the law when them keep on strike 5 from last year September. She did illegal work as DPP. No. Remember I know the court I tell them so from last year she was illegal. But she sit down then I send people to prison see me and do all kind of little things. Then people that should have swear. And them cases should have null and void. And then the government now appeal. I use taxpayers, and this is the first in a Jamaica history. This is how Andrew operate and we have to hold the government accountable. We have to hold them accountable. So we can go back to Richard Azan. Him use this when Richard Azan them not make a center for this or nothing. And about JLP and PMP people them vendor get that because them come talk in a one voice. And him says a dark day and a man get fired for nothing. That for sure me say them all one party on a higher standard than one. The other one can thief, do all kind of things and mash up the place and it's okay. And the other one know you hold them to a different standard. It's wrong. Mystic.
Well, look here. I want the people them to know something. Let us talk about the 5 persons who we had just seen, right? And where Andrew Holness, the leader of corruption, is talking about a dark day. Now, Pernell Charles, everybody knows him is a land grabber, right? The wickedness that he had done as it relates to taking the lands from people who were dealing with eco tourism, working for themselves, right? Now the people voted for him, and what he decided to do was to make sure that the very same people who voted for him, right, he did not help them, help those people, for those people to become landowner. But he chose, right, to take away the land, run them off. Now let us look at Horace Chang. Who is Horace Chang? Horace Chang, as known as it relates to WikiLeaks, right? Not me saying it, not him saying it, not lied saying it, but WikiLeaks, right? WikiLeaks, top investigating body, right, had established that Horace Chang, along with Drugs Dan, you understand, mix up. Now these are serious situations, you know, as it relates to drug trafficking and gun trafficking, you know.
And laundering.
Yes. Let us look at Babsy Grange. Everybody knows that Babsy Grange did mix up, you understand, as it relates to some St. Catherine criminal. You understand which part she and where one of the known criminal, was driving her car.
Yes.
Everybody know that.
Them
record. When I look at Desmond Mackenzie, that is the man who known for break so much procurement rules and guidelines.
Yes.
Right? Now, let us start to the man what claim say, you understand, is a dark day. Now, I want to know now, in comparison with what Azan did, right? Take money, right, from his personal account to assist people. Assist the people who need it, to protect them from the element, the sun and the rain. Someone who has conscience. You understand? And saying, no, we have to treat our people much better than that. Azan was persecuted by five alleged criminals. Azan, bless up Arrow.
Blessed.
Bless Arrow.
Live.
Yeah, man.
Azan was persecuted by 5 alleged criminals. Now, look at Andrew Wallace. The man who said he is not going to work with Azan in the parliament if Azan has not been disciplined. Now, watch this now. Statutory declaration, you know, for 2021 has not been certified. 2022 has not been certified. 2023 has not been certified. PSLJ, they know about this. The entire world know about this. That we have a prime minister, right? Prime Minister for Jamaica. That is statutory declaration going consecutively 3 years without being certified. And this man is looking on a man who is so innocent, Azan, and say that he needs to resign. Resign for what? What Azan done? Azan took money out of his personal pocket, right? And build some sheds. Give the people who needed to shelter from the element, the rain and the sun. And he was persecuted. You are going to tell me that this is not the example that we see Rome, who is Andrew Holness, put Jesus Christ on the cross and crucify him? This is crucifixion. And here is Andrew Holness want to get away with SSL, want to get away with all wrongdoing that he has done. Andrew Holness is a billionaire and cannot justify wealth. And yet, Azan, who has done nothing, Andrew Holness propagandized Azan, that Azan has to resign. This man that is leading our country, he has no conscience, and if any at all that this man being given a chance, Jamaica is going into the abyss of hell. True. It is going to be worse than dark days over Jamaica. So Jamaica, I hope you know and see what Titan is doing in terms of giving you the data, showing you the history, showing you the evidence. When we speak, right, we have the evidence to show, so you can look at it. You can look at it and see it. And it is only someone who stifles their conscience, right, and someone who definitely who are criminal-minded will defend Andrew Holness and the Jamaica Labour Party. I yield to the Titan boss.
Yes, ma'am. So that will show you, now come the light. Now come. So that will show you. Oh, I will just come in for a piece of this and I just care about light. I will show you how Andrew Holness, you know, the same thing when I'm doing Mark the other day, I talk about 1 foot in and 1 foot out, and leader, wouldn't make no sense, and him just go bow and just sell we out to Prince Charles. For just get a most honorable. In the Privy Council, so him have to bow.
Yeah.
Him have to take allegiance to Prince Charles and swear against us. And then come on and act. So when I do with Azan, at the same thing I try to do with Mark Bowling. Now we're going on. We are here. Yeah. By the way, I carry my gloves because it can't fit.
Gloves off.
Gloves off. Yeah,
first of all, the people need to understand, you know. Good evening, viewers and subscribers. That's what I mean, my panelists, soldier in the army, you understand, fighting for the liberation of our people. You know what I mean? So he's an agent for the king, you know. That's what people need to know. Andrew Holness swear allegiance to the king.
True.
So Andrew Holness is the Prime Minister of Jamaica. But the king who is in charge of England, a next country, him take an oath to that king. So anything what happening in Jamaica is not the Governor General, you know, because maybe the Governor General all and now work the way him for work. So Andrew Holness is in charge of that to brief the king. Anything in here that take place in the Commonwealth, if it is of interest to the British, Andrew Holness' responsibility to pass on those information to the British. Mark Golding get him status to him father. Mark Golding did not take an oath or swear allegiance to the king. It's two different things, you know. A man get a thing to naturalization, and a man go bow and take a oath. Say, yes, boss, anything what you want me to do, we will do it for you. Right, that's the thing there. Now, Imam Pernell Charles. Pernell Charles said it was embarrassing. Jamaican people have to understand, you know. When you are doing something for the poor, it is embarrassing to build 5 shops. When you are doing something for the poor and not go over Clifton go lick down poor people house or shop, the Prime Minister said it is a dark day. People who not just look and watch what is going on. 5 shops for poor people. Where police now have to run them down on road. Rain now have to come wet up them things. And the Prime Minister who you elect to serve and to protect and to make sure that no Jamaican left behind. But every Jamaican citizen live to his or her full potential. A man go in and pocket and build 5 shops for poor people, and the Prime Minister said it is a dark day in Jamaica. Watch the playbook and watch what go on. We don't go get we head for where at. We don't get we head alone for where at. Watch what go on. Watch the distraction. Watch the data breach. Just watch everything what go on. These are dark days in Jamaica. And the 5 shop of Azan bill, the things that is going on right now with the data breach, where the leader of the opposition, a liar, a successive businessman, and one little penke careless boy, and you take him information and dash you out over social media. I want you to tell me if that is not a dark day in Jamaica. I heal to the boss.
All right, I'm lying. Make it us
Yes.
mash up this and then we're going to answer something. Go through live.
And it relates to the topic dark days. The darkest day that Jamaica has ever seen in modern time has still not regained the light of daylight. And I want to say it as it relates to the petrojam scandal with those 5 million barrels of oil that went missing. And so what it has done to Jamaica, it has left Jamaica on the international stage as one of the worst energy bill worldwide Jamaican people face. Because as it relates, if you have a business and you extract 5 million barrels of oil from that business and has never replaced it, it has never been accounted for, no one has been arrested and charged for that 5 million barrels of oil, then it leaves Jamaica in the predicament where Jamaica cannot compete on the international market where manufacturing is concerned because of its high energy bill. So no investors would really want to come to Jamaica and invest in manufacturing as it relates to energy costs. So those are what you call dark days.
Yes.
Because energy does give light. And when you remove 5 million barrels of oil from petrojam,
Yes.
then that's what you call dark days.
Exactly.
Dark days that never regain back the semblance of light. So, as it relates to these men who always try to orchestrate propaganda to gain political mileage, it's not going to happen in this current climate because the free range thing done with, the social media warrior them want to use to exhibit and, speak so highly of, we kill them there. Because them there are propaganda warrior. Them not a social media warrior. Social media interact, as the word social would say, and it would give clarity to each and everyone who is interacting. Not coming and spreading false narrative and propaganda to gain political mileage. So round here, the Titan along with the Titan boss, we have a formula. And our formula is no tabloid. So anything you hear will come with on the program, it's authentic. It's already fact checked. So we just want to let the Jamaican people know that we don't have no false information putting out here. We are holding these people accountable for a lot of crimes that has put Jamaica far back beyond the time when you know, the Morant Bay Rebellion took place. We're going back farther than that. Because you can't tell me that Jamaica can't grow from where it is back them time that to current phase of climate that the other countries them like Singapore, them are enjoy. You understand?
Sorry the line. Because the Titans, you know, it is the people, you know, the Titans. Welcome, Kamla. Kamla there.
Hi. Good night, everybody. How you doing?
Blessed.
Sorry for coming on late, you know, I'm reaching late. I was trying to make the 7 o'clock, but thanks for having me.
Yes, man, we have to have you on, you know, because we're going to play something. I make like finish up, but we're going to play something, then we're going to dissect it, because we have KD night to play, you know. Because we are Daryl Vaz to get charged, you know.
Definitely.
And you see that thing that we matter about if you take your needs. People do not take that thing. Yeah? It's wrong. So like finish up there, make go into this right away.
Yes, man. So as we were saying, you know, those 5 billion barrel of oil have damaged Jamaica economy. And I mean, we have to get to the bottom of that case. And that person that should be, you know, charged for that removal of 5 billion barrel of oil, we have to find them. Whether it's one person or a group of men, we have to find them. Because such high-profile criminal activities should not go beyond punishment. But what we see with the Jamaica Labour Party, it's a gang organization, as my fellow panelists always outlined to them has been. And I mean, the world know it. Anyone who is, you know, in tune with Jamaica politics on a day-to-day basis know that we have a gang mob running the country. So when they find themselves under the bus, them always try to shuffle out with something that is dumbfounded. There's no substance around here. As it relates to Vaz now going to Pika, use him inside source for him have come out with information from Mark Golding. And I mean, Pika have a lot to answer to, you know. Dr. Dana Morrison, she have a lot to answer to. Because he run out and I try to defend the man saying no breach nothing.
No, but
so I want where she get her information from as it relates to breach.
Well, on the lady, with she, we name not girl name not June bug. You have some milli bug or some other bug because we get rid of bug life. No, she come to the way. We not have no sympathy for she. We tell her
no, we can't.
It's the next bug that coming up. We soon find her one of the bug them, but one of the bug, you know, it's the next bug that them send one. With she.
This is this is
she know what we know. She tell them we move her from there. Put back her next bug there. Because she's a bug too, you know. And now go pretty. Me want to play something because we're going to deal with that now from KD night. And then, you know, I have to make Kamla come and say a thing when she hear this. And then, you know, we're going to rip this apart because all we are saying in a one voice, Daryl Vaz to get charged. The guy when named Andrew, you notice the Andrew them get trouble? Andrew Onis. Wheatley, I'm the petrojam. But
yes.
Andrew Winter, I'm the Pika. This are the guy, a Pika with the blue pill, some big old blue pill. His name tongue. I'm interview me a chat to. Run out. Him they take out my name too, you know. Same no me name, you know. That muscle tongue punk. Yeah. I'm just start speak. I know we're not play around here. You know, below him waist, anywhere in belly button, that know me fine. So you know a muscle tongue and him give the most trouble. I'm not used to man. Yeah, with the muscle tongue. Turn up in a peaker, turn up in the ballroom in a bedroom. And all him do him tongue. Hey, and Schwarzenegger muscle not so big. So me talk, him ain't got to cut me thing. Me and him. I know you gonna do it at him. Do that because me I talk to them up there, so listen. No, normal immigration can't touch these kind of things that him do it. And you see where Andrew said, it's simple. You see where Daryl Vaz said, it's simple, I be a lie, but down in the heart, at the belly, and him get it from pain, that is crap. Because I'm talk over a decade. The man talk about 2011, you know, and 2022 are more than 10 years that, you know. Tell me something, Byron. Anyone I know. When you have when you have five,
what I want to me just try the last look on that man that is
a feedback from some. We are getting feedback. When you get we are get one feedback. We don't know where they come from.
Feedback?
Yeah.
Let me try.
Like everyone when light talk I hear it.
Mute. Let me mute. You hear it back now?
No, me not hear it.
All right, so me know. All right, so when things are top, we just move the mute. It's okay. All right.
Yeah, let me just finish up a little last night. Yeah. When you look and you see what Daryl Vaz trying to do, Daryl Vaz play 69. Because Daryl Vaz come and say him not get it from Pika, him get it from within the People's National Party. People in South League, when one paints a narrative like the People's National Party is disjointed and not unity. The People's National Party is in full momentum with a very carefully orchestrated driver in the driving seat. So don't come around here and tell me like the PMP have problem in the party, like somebody applied for leadership, so them are going to leak documents by Mark Bowling, who are the leader. The PMP is in harmony, working for a common cause. And that common cause is for take Jamaica from the hands of Nicodemus and all them criminal people who are served under the Sparrow. Put it back in trusted hands where Jamaica can start grow. Jamaica too stagnant. I yield to the panel.
All right, so I'm going to play this now. As I said before, even if I'm get this, listen. As I said before, I'm ask you know. When you full out a passport, where do you full it, you got a passport at the office and full it out. Where do you get a copy for carry home?
No, sir.
So I'm that get a copy or I'm that know this. And then matter about 2011. Portia seems similar the 5th of January 2012 swearing as the Prime Minister. So Mark Golding come in as a senator and then a Minister of Justice. Never think about leader and a party or nothing. So when them get him a leader and him get a book for 46 when him a 46. Leader and him want to.
Not only that, you know.
Yes.
Not only that, but when you get a passport, you don't see in the passport which number passport this is, whether it's the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, or 4th. So for Daryl Vaz to know that this is his first Jamaican passport, how would he know that if somebody never tell him? It wouldn't show. Exactly. If somebody in the PNP copy the document and show him, that wouldn't show what number passport, if it was a renewal or not. Daryl Vaz came on the radio and said, this was Mark Golding's first ever Jamaican passport. Somebody must had to give him that information.
Good. So don't go that now. So it couldn't be nobody in the PNP. Tell me something. We know the PNP know your travel documents. You go both say, me have travel documents and I take out my passport. Whoever do that. Not even my siblings them know about my passport. That don't make no sense. Let me play this and then Byron. You come in. Hear this.
Above is to Andrew. And I want to find out from him which is worse. following the Constitution as Mark did to the letter, or ignoring the Integrity Commission law as you, Andrew, have continued to do? Which is worse? Because I hear you asking or saying it is a matter of trust. How can you distrust a man who follows the Constitution, but you don't totally distrust a man who can't complete his obligations by honoring the Integrity Commission law? I don't understand how the labor rights are reasoning. How you trust that man? And Andrew wants the Jamaican people to say, trust him, and his minion, Daryl Vaz, is saying it's a moral issue and you can trust Mark. And then he goes further to say that he got the information from the innards of the PNP. Can you trust that? Is that a statement you could trust? I wonder who in the innards of the PNP would be exposed to those documents that Mark has. But it can't be true. Let me tell you why. Mark made an application for a passport. When you fill out the application form, how much form do you fill out? No one. No one. You get back in the duplicate. You don't get back in the duplicate. And why, if he didn't have documentary evidence, then tell me, why would Mark make such a detailed account of his getting the visa, etc., when him apply and how old him was and all them kind of. Why would he make such a detailed record of that? So what is it that you got, Brother Vaz? What? And I want to know, did you ask somebody in the PNP, in the innards of the PNP, to give you that information? Pay for it, or you got it free? And then tell me a little bit more. How you know to have gone to that person who would be privy to all these documents? Maybe you have answers to every question, you know. Maybe you do. But if you don't, you're lying through your gum, not your teeth. You're lying through your gum. If you are lying, what does that say for your morals? Something not right. Something not right. And then, if you had even said you got the information through the access to information law, it would be bad. But you're telling lie on the PNP. I don't know of one PNP who is close to Mark and privy to that information who would give you them papers direct. I don't know everybody, but the ones I know, not one of them would do it. And I wonder where Mark would keep those papers. Why wouldn't he keep it at his yard? Why would he keep it at his office? Or somewhere else? So, if him keep it at him yard, the number of persons who would have access to it is very limited. So who at him yard would have stolen those documents to give you the information? Or if not stolen the documents, would have taken the information from the documents and give to you? Or photocopy it or what? If he keeps the documents at his office, who would do that? But then, who would he have these documents? Because like I said, you don't fill it out and keep a copy. You don't do it in a duplicate. And then when you get your diplomatic visa and all that, I don't know of you photocopy. Look here, man. This is a confused web. You have gotten the documents from some official source. Some official source. And in so doing, you have violated your oath. You have violated it. Your oath. I think it would be the oath to the parliament. Or the oath you take as minister at King's House. One of the two or both.
You hear that now? Hey, Balan.
Yeah.
All right. First and foremost, I want to say, Kamala Right Mango, welcome to the panel.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yes, we love to see the lioness here. All right.
My pleasure.
Having said that, now let me. I'm going to deal with Daryl Vaz and I'm going to deal with Andrew Holness. But let me just leave Andrew Holness for the latter. For Daryl Vaz to utilize that sort of information in saying that he got the information from the belly of the PNP. It's all reflect back as it relates to FinSac, how they had shaped FinSac over the years, right? And tell people that, of course, it is PNP, right, that erupt FinSac. Now they had completed the FinSac report and failed to have it shown, right? Now, as my brethren Ara always said, that okay, if PNP, right, cause FinSac, and you have the got you moment, why not release the report to the public to see? So there goes with their disinformation, misinformation, all over and over and over again. And you know what this should remind Jamaica? Right? Back in history, as it relates to also the Eventide home, right? Where they viciously put 150, right, elderly people to their death and wanted to blame the People's National Party for it. But luckily that we have the information as it relates to the CIA themselves giving account of the situation. So guess what? Daryl Vaz, yes, you have made an attempt. And let me say this, people. Let me prepare you, people. You are going to hear many more of these disinformation, misinformation. Now, let me talk about Andrew Holness now. When we talk about Andrew Holness, the word trust, morals, and ethics, trust me, it shouldn't come out of the word, come out of the mouth of Andrew Holness. Should not. If you try to find and search for any of that in the Jamaica Labour Party, not one person in the Jamaica Labour Party worthy of any of these words. Trust, morals. Now let us talk about trust. Since that came out of the mouth of Andrew, the code of conduct, right, for you to sign would have now ascertained to us that, okay, you signing the code of conduct, right, will say that you were willing to be responsible of your conduct. And you did not. You have influenced your men not to sign the code of conduct. When I talk about morals, you want to speak about SSL? I don't know. I mean, when you look at one of our icon that had missed, right, how many millions of dollars, billions of dollars in SSL, and where you speak of every ghetto youth is a star, and you mingle and dimble in SSL, having an account in SSL, right? And upon receiving information, you withdrew your account from SSL. Now, all of these things, and yet you knew of SSL, that SSL was a Ponzi scheme from in 1995 when it was Paul Chen Young and Associates. And you, Cross Kerry, right, had risen that again to the floor, right? Now, a replica of FinSac 2.0. Ethics. I don't know if you want to, when I talk about ethics, a person like Warmington, right? Vaz, Horace Chang, that featured into a WikiLeaks report, you understand, as it relates to drugs operation, right? And gun shipment in a small country like Jamaica, just bearing a population of 3.5 million. Now, it seems like the Jamaica Labour Party, people who are acquainted with the Jamaica Labour Party, it seems like, let me say this now, by natural nature of that selection, they are just criminal-minded. And to me, I see the Jamaica Labour Party as really gone rogue. The government is a rogue government. Am I going to hesitate that this government, by the mere fact of their doing, by the mere fact of the allegation against them as it relates to corruption, would want to appear, right, quite clearly that this organization is a criminal network? And I yield back to the Titan boss.
Yes. Kamala.
All right. Good night again, everybody. Yes. All right. So it's interesting that you posted that video, the clip by Comrade Knight, you know?
Yes.
First and foremost, whether it doesn't matter how Daryl Vaz obtained the information. The bottom line is there's a crime called doxing. And doxing is sharing the private information of any individual without their consent. It refers to the malicious act of publicly revealing private or personal information about an individual without their consent. This information can include addresses, phone numbers, financial details, and other sensitive data. And this I'm reading from the Fact Check Jamaica page, which speaks about doxing in Jamaica as a crime. It has severe legal consequences and can cause the victims to endure identity theft, harassment, etc. Right? So the bottom line is, however Daryl Vaz obtained the information, let us humor him and say that yes, some comrade would have access to Mark Golding's data. He'd have access to Mark Golding's passport, so they could go through and they can miraculously conjure up the dates that Mark Golding made his application, find out whenever he got the previous one, etc. It doesn't matter how he got the information, how he obtained the information. While it is morally bankrupt, that is not the crime. The crime is actually sharing the information public.
Sure.
You understand what I'm saying? That is
Certainly, right.
that is where the true crime is. But it goes to a deeper issue than this, because if Daryl Vaz can abuse his power in this way to dox somebody like Mark Golding, the leader of the opposition, what would he do to me? Jamaicans need to stop for a moment and ask themselves this important question. If you have some sort of confrontation or some sort of argument with somebody who is connected in some way to a government minister, or somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody, can they make a phone call and have you doxed? Jamaicans need to ask themselves that question. Remember a few years ago, a policeman by the name of James Forbes was implicated because he attempted to assist Daryl Vaz, who had called him about Bruce Bicknell, trying to get Bruce Bicknell ticket out the system or intervene with a policeman. And James Forbes suffered greatly. He basically lost his career because of that one stupid moment. So Daryl Vaz has never ever been, and remember now, neither Bruce Bicknell nor Daryl Vaz were held accountable, but James Forbes was. The bottom line is, this shows that Daryl Vaz is willing to use his connections to achieve for illegal gains. So if he's willing to do this to Comrade Mark Golding, what is he willing to do to the ordinary citizen of Jamaica? And you know, all of us have to be very thankful of Comrade Julian Robinson for taking the government to court. As a result, NIDS is no longer mandatory. Imagine if that court case never occurred and the government would push through NIDS, making it mandatory for every single citizen of Jamaica, getting every single detail, biometric detail, retinal scan, fingerprint, toe print, all sorts of information about every single Jamaican. What would happen? Because this basically proves that we cannot trust them with our information. This is what this entire debacle proves, you know. It's so funny. I find it hilarious because they started in a situation where they tried to create this big furor, not understanding the law, and I don't get it. And I'm so very disappointed in Dana Morris Dixon, as somebody who went to high school with me, because she's not a stupid person. And I'm tired of seeing sensible people become labor rights and abandon their senses to protect their party.
Here you go.
And they ought to know better. Because she's not an idiot. She led a huge corporation. She was in charge of Jamaica National for quite a while. She's not a stupid person. So for her to get herself mixed up like this, in a situation now where she comes across as being looking rather silly. Boy, it just leaves a horrible taste in my mouth where she is concerned. But at the end of the day, what Jamaicans need to understand is that you have a government that has basically done everything in its power to distract you from what is really important. And if the ordinary Jamaican would listen to the news, they'd realize that the Constitutional Reform Committee has completed its report, tendered it to the cabinet, and it has now gone before the parliament. It has become public. And right now, there is nothing in the Constitution that says Mark Golding cannot become the Prime Minister of Jamaica, dual citizen or not, because he's a member of the Commonwealth. He's a member of the Commonwealth. Even if he had no Jamaican blood or inheritance in him at all as a member of the Commonwealth, he could still become the Prime Minister. And to think that labor rights tried to use this to distract an entire country while they were meddling with our constitution behind our backs in secret. Not only that, everything that they are complaining about will remain in the constitution because they have made no effort to change it. So all the talk them talking and going on, when the changes come about, or when they move Senate count from 21 to 27, Mark Golding will still be the next Prime Minister of Jamaica because there's nothing in the amendments or the recommendations by the committee that says otherwise. According to them, they did not consider it. That means nobody had a problem with it, not even the Prime Minister who has been complaining. But as Peter Bunting has said, he's simply hypocritical and cowardly. He's afraid to face Mark Golding at the polls. Exactly. But you know, Wayne and Titans, let me tell you something. People need to understand that the country that colonized us, Britain, has a prime minister who is an Indian by descent. He is an Indian citizen by descent. Rishi Sunak is an Indian citizen by descent. Both parents are Indian nationals. India is also a Commonwealth country that shares similar rules. So they go and they so you see this makes this government look even more silly because they are here trying to emulate all of these countries. Oh, we can't do this because X, Y, Z, and who don't do it. We always claiming Kamala Harris as a Jamaican, though. Kamala Harris can come here and claim her Jamaican passport if she wants, you know.
Of course.
Because we have the same rules. And our citizens, if they are born in any other country, they are still citizens of Jamaica by descent. That is why we go recruit reggae boy from England, UK, or wherever all over the world once them have a Jamaican parents. Because we also abide by the same rules here. So who is the hypocrite here now?
Okay.
It's okay to send for reggae boys to win the match them. Some of them never come to Jamaica in them life, but them have a Jamaican parent or grandparent. All they have to do is come to Jamaica and get a Jamaican passport. It is the same rule. Mark Golding was born and raised in Jamaica to a British father and a Jamaican mother. He has inherited his citizenship of Britain, just like many Jamaicans inherit them Jamaican citizenship and come to Jamaica to run for we, to play football for we, or whichever other sport we want, or when we're ready to claim them, we claim them. Don't. We're always claiming them, oh, you know, that person is a Jamaican, or they have a Jamaican mother, or this or that, or whatever. Anytime you see any write-up about anybody, this is what kind of I find so amusing. This government is always at war with the diaspora. And yet, as soon as the descendant of a Jamaican living in the diaspora excels in whatever field, the Jamaican government is the first to claim them. So they want to eat the cake and have it at the same time. You know? So that is my 2 cents where Daryl Vaz and all of this is concerned. And well, I guess I touched on Andrew Holness. All I can say is that Andrew Holness, and I've said it several times on my own platform, he's an expired product. He's an expired product.
True.
Jamaicans, him coming like AstraZeneca. The AstraZeneca is a joke.
Yeah, I am that.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm coming like the AstraZeneca joke. It's completely useless now. It have no use.
Yes.
Jamaicans see right through him, you know. See exactly what he's about. So now him dep on CVM doing interview after interview, things him never used to do, looking very uncomfortable because Andrew Holness is very, very intimidated by people being brighter than him. And everybody brighter than Andrew because he's not a very sensible chap. So he looks very uncomfortable. So he's coming out of his comfort zone to prove that he's something that really and truly he's not. As his wife on the TV cooking, singing, I mean, they're literally playing tricks or doing tricks like court jesters to stay in power, doing things that they would never normally do. She was literally on TV the other day singing.
Not gonna work.
And she was on TV on same CVM cooking last week. So you realize now that they're trying every little thing to find back favor with the Jamaican people. And we've had it with them. We have had it with them. Them time come, them time expire, them done. So that is my 2 cents on the situation.
All right. So hear this now. With Daryl Vaz, with Daryl Vaz and Fabs, you notice the police who give Big Nal the ticket. Him name Llewellyn, right?
Yes.
Llewellyn, yes.
Yeah, Llewellyn. And he was a sergeant. And you notice where Vaz go to override him go to the top. Same way him go for the thing from winter.
There you go.
Him not where him do, him go to he's a sergeant, you know, him not go inspector, you know. Him go to the school. Or
senior superintendent.
Love do these things, him not go to no little. Where him do call a corporal and go call Llewellyn. Corporal, him not do that. Him go to who him have lock up there so that him like do. And him get away with it. It's not the first him do that and get away. So him go to winter. That a muscle tongue winter, you know, winter, you know, with a big dirty thinking blue pill. Because winter going to the system, because I'm born winter, you know, I'm going to the system at the court, me address, and him do it. I know say winter, him do it. Listen, the immigration, them say it with me name pan it. I'm going to come born a big dirty, heavy thinking tongue winter, so like him withdraw, I know me not ramp with him. We are exposing. I think him did leave and go Saudi Arabia or Dubai with one of them from up there with him blue pill and him muscle tongue. Nasty winter. Him take out my name same way. Me see it. So him put the name them so me know say him. Listen, him are the man, you know, him are the CEO. And by the way, Ag in tie put him there, you know. Ag in tie put winter there. Yeah? And I like me don't know how them stay, so me know a winter. Winter know me and him can't take no tea because him do it to me. So I dare him go and get it a Pika. Yeah? Pika and get it. Okay? Yes, slide.
Yeah, and you know, when you talk about Daryl Vaz, you know, Daryl Vaz has always been a bad boy as it relates to that young school girl, Diane Smith. Let Daryl Vaz know that Jamaican don't forget, you know, what he did to that girl. And because of that, as a result, daylight 7 times gone out of fashion. And if you look through him track record, you see where him pull off a whole heap of these stunt, where him go around and him make mischief. Because, you know, when you have active in government, you do things and you get away. When he was a boy and he did what he did, because of his dad connection, him get away. Him rise up as an adult, him keep playing the same game. And him been getting away with it. Over in Southeast St. Mary, he did it to Dr. Shane Lexley in the by-election. The same thing when him run out with Mark. Him run out on that representative over Southeast St. Mary. So it's a party politics of tricks that they keep playing. But I want them to know that what we have here now in front of us is the Jamaica Labour Party looking like the Dyke Road, full of beer pothole. Who know the Dyke Road know what I'm talking about? It's a long stretch of pothole in the Jamaica Labour Party because Titan Vaz say you can't pick out one good, one out there. All of them are bad apples, bad rotten cabbage, ready to throw away. And we are throw them with once and for all. You have some there where they like from Methuselah days, you know. Old donkey them, deadwood them, like the Charles. Them they for go away, Chuck for go away, Vaz for go away. Mike Henry, when him dead already. Good. Dead man Mackenzie him for go away too. The whole lot of them Babsy Grange Cougar ship for go away go park now. Because them hasn't made a difference in a Jamaica politics life. As we said, them is like the Dyke Road, full of pothole. Then can't give me no talk around here. It's a new revolution this time around. Because we are use the platform as the mighty sword and beat them. Because we never teach them, you know. Because dead donkey, you can't teach dead donkey nothing. And the whole of them dead. You cannot teach the Jamaica Labour Party representative them nothing. Because all them know to do is propagandize and them know to do white collar criminality in our country. That's all them know. They have not worked to build the country. Every time the PNP rise up Jamaica, them come and them mash it down like over Clifton. They mash it like down out where the man them have them raft and do them little thing. These are the things what them go and do. So we don't have no credibility nor no trust in them. And we make sure no, we pass on the information to the people in Jamaica. The diaspora does not trust the Jamaica Labour Party. And so in keeping in line with the diaspora, the local people, the majority, them who have sense, not touch them either. And just a little one, them will get handled like a couple cakes of chicken, picky, party, fish fry, and all them things there. And them are run with them. Sensible people now look on them shadow. People get close to them. Them are virus. Them spread corruption more than COVID-19. Up to the beer. Funds are coming to hear the people in the pandemic where most country right around the world was, you know, given that facility by donor country, the bigger ones them, to help struggling third world country like Jamaica to keep it people them afloat in COVID. Them thief the money. Them thief it. An international body need to question those funds and misappropriate use of those funds because it has not reached intended target that it was designed for. It's gone into these Alibaba's pocket. They are trying to create a wealth higher than Mount Everest. And so we must have a law that is stronger than Samsung to hold them. We have to hold them to account. Far too long they have destroyed the fabrics of Jamaica. The Jamaican people are now at a point where that breaking point can't even find food to go to bed. I tell you what, and I'm not being sarcastic. A virgin of mine knocked me from Jamaica today, you know. I do some work. I know the man said to me, say, why virgin me I call you, you know? I say everything. Why it's not good enough, but give thanks. And we are reason man say, you know what, we wake up with 40 Jamaican cents in our pocket. Not $40, you know. 40 Jamaican cents in his pocket. And this man is a steel man. He used to work all at Tankwell as it relates to Big Nell. He is a welder by profession. But not even a job in can source in Jamaica. Him try farming it now gonna away. Because them kill farmers in Jamaica. Like how them kill the ghetto youth. Where them take out and give one gunshot and say a shootout. The farmers are killed by this barbaric government who does not have any interest in farming. What they have is interest in importing farmers' produce. So we have to take them to task.
What I like, we don't want to go from Daryl, we want thing the national that we don't want, we are going on that thing, but we could just go to back Daryl because I'm right man going to talk already. So we could just go back to Daryl, we don't want, and then we come back to that. So well,
Daryl Vaz not the place not to make a politics, as I said. Them man never go away. No.
Yes. So we
them done too much. You understand? So we can categorically say to Daryl Vaz, say, you're there for your last hurrah. After this, no more Vaz. We have crushed some entities. At times, them entities they get crushed, the Vaz, them, the Charles, them, the dead man Mackenzie, the holiness, them, we have crushed all of them. Because if we don't crush them, you know, they're going to destroy Jamaica. I yield to the panel.
Yes, man. Yes, man. Mystic.
Well, previously as it relates to what some of the issues that Kamala spoke about in regards to NEDS, right? And the access of that information as it relates to Daryl Vaz, right? One should consider it extremely gross. But the thing is that we can guarantee, and let me say this, we can guarantee that there is no consequences going to be coming off Daryl Vaz, because this is what the Jamaica Labour Party is, right? They're known to, as it relates to their nature of criminality. And so then if you are looking to say that, okay, all right, Daryl Vaz is going to be disciplined, particularly as it relates to the leader, right, who speak about moral and speak about ethics, right? Here you have Daryl Vaz, who had breached, right, as it relates to the protection of information, right, and gain access, right, in terms of whosoever had given him access. This has to show people as it relates to, what sort of, level of trust that you can put into the Jamaica Labour Party, right? So where it comes to the situation of trust, it is zero for us. We have a party that just build on propagandism, build on aiming to just destroy their opponent with lies, and they even go beyond worse. Now, I am going to take us to the 70s era as it relates to what Edward Philip George Siaga had done, right, as it relates to, him and Michael Manley going up for election. What Edward Siaga had done was spreading certain propaganda and also went and have dialogue with the IMF, right, to reduce half of the funds that was supposed to be given to the country. And then it is the same Edward Siaga, right, went out into the public saying that, Jamaica economy is the worst. Just look what he had done, Look what he had done. Went to the IMF, right? Have dialogue with the IMF that Michael Manley is going communist and with the CIA and they plan and wreck democratic socialism. And at the same time, while he is doing that, he's now going out there and saying that Jamaica economy is the worst economy in the Caribbean at the time. You know, this is a strategy again that Daryl Vaz clearly played out, right? Now, he went, right, corrupt who is supposed to corrupt as it relates to the incident where his friend, right, had broken the stoplight, right, and where he contacted his big superintendent police friend, right, to engage in a corruption like that. You're not hearing anything?
No, he must speed in.
Speeding.
Yes.
Right? And so then, look, the Jamaica Labour Party has a clear MO. Their modus operandi as it relates to criminal behavior. Right? This is the Jamaica Labour Party MO. Right? Criminal network. Right? For anything that they can do to create mayhem, right, to their opponent. You understand? They will, go ahead and do that. So this is for Jamaica to be cognizant of what the Jamaica Labour Party has been doing. And here we are, right, processing this information, right, educating the people who are to be educated. So, I'm going to just heel back and have Arrow, right, speak on some issue there. Arrow?
Yeah, so my phone just died a while ago. But
Yes.
before me even say anything, I just want to take the time out, to welcome the Ripe, Sweet, Julie, East Indian, Bombay.
All of them something there.
Mango over here, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Well, thank you.
Yes, man. When say I really disrespect,
Exactly.
The guy disrespect Mark, When you look on everything what I go on, it's like them are going like them now regard Mark. And then say we can't do anything and throw anything out there in the public. Knowing that none of these guys, are Mark Golden, not up on the same level,
Exactly.
If you talk about intellect and if you go talk about money, remember say Mark Golden, them create company and make million. Remember say Mark Golden, they don't sell drugs, To make money, Mark Golden, they don't use politics, to enrich themselves, to gain what happen. So therefore, him and them not up on the same level. So you have some little hurry come up boy. They try to go in the same league as the man. What him and them not in the same league. See, and when you say you get information from the belly of the PMP, which PMP go give you information when neither 7 or 11? In spite, them breach the man privacy, and send out them things that in the media. But which PMP out of them right man go to? This is not damning information that's gonna hurt the PMP. So when him say get that from the belly of the PMP, come on, man. That is nothing to hurt the PMP, brother. That is something to hurt you. Because me know you're going to get a lawsuit. You understand what I say? So he might try to justify if he come now and say, all right, well, me get it from the PMP, so where because the person them, afraid because political jeopardy and all of that. What kind of political jeopardy, brother? Since the PMP they're on a rebuilding, who now behave themselves and kick them out, man? Are rebuilding the thing that we upon a sales smooth, What we went up on our 8 years ago, 8 years ago, that mode, it no in and now, Because them need to revamp, tear down and build because I pay garbage over there. So not no over there so for represent nobody. So that structure they just want to rebuild to come back again. The PMP have a pile machine right now. Because guess what?
Give them a current cross.
Yes, man. Yes, We give them current cross and we give them Venetia Phillips. We don't want garbage, man. We give them garbage, man.
Hold on, my Titan, brother. We not talk about crosses over here, because we tell them because share them here with it. So them they don't recognize over here. So we not give them plug. That are germs.
All right.
We not give them germs. And me tell it because share with nasty teeth already, you know. The furry teeth, you know. Yes. So we not give them no. Yes. Them they are not woman, you know, because I no disrespect woman. Them they are shit. So we don't want to give them the spotlight. Got you.
Go ahead.
So what may I try to say now? What catch the Jamaica Labour Party is that for a long time, them have Mark as a game stock. Them bully in a parliament, then say this and say everything, and the man just sit down and stay so. Holding composure, keeping cool. And behind the scene, the man are doing due diligence. The man study them from back to front, you know. The man know every playbook one have, and he just take time to poke them one by one. And each time he fling a stone in the hag pen and he lick the hag them, you hear everybody run come out on the ball, then turn fool. Because them have a Mark Golding now, and nobody in the Jamaica Labour Party have the answer to deal with this man. That's their biggest problem. They don't know how to deal with a Mark Golding. Because the people of Jamaica, their only hopes right now is in the leader of the opposition. And that is Mark Golding. And the Jamaica Labour Party, who no need to get it. The Jamaican people then done with you, brother. The Jamaican people are true with you guys. So it no matter how you try to hold on and try to spin it and try to twist it. The tide has shift. Mark Golding, they sail the ship now. And I write the side there. I heal.
Right.
Yes, all right. Because me telling you, say Titan, this is now whether Titan is here. The female Titans, yeah, yes. One right. Whoever next one, Maria. Daisy Magazine, yes. Right? Mango. You have to bring it in back right away, because when you're acting, we just have to keep on chopping through. Yes.
All right. Yeah, man. So, boy, I don't even know where to start with this government, and I don't quite remember which one of you handsome gentlemen said it well earlier, that the JLP organization is simply a band of criminals put together and then just have one common goal: to scrape.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
They have one common goal: to get what them can get, as much as them can get. So they will do whatever it takes, work together if they have to get what them can get out of the government pockets. And they don't see anything wrong with it, If you try to confront them about it, they tell you, so that's fine. Yeah, that's exactly what we want to do. You had your chance and you were in there for 18 years. And so it's our time now, because they genuinely believe that when the PNP is in power, the PNP scrape too. And I'm not going to sit here and be hypocritical and act like some corruption doesn't happen under the PNP government, But the magnitude of this,
oh geez,
it's like every single one of them in there to fatten them pockets. And as I keep saying to my listeners on my platform, these people don't have an ideology, They are capitalists, and capitalism is an economic model, but they have no ideology. So they will say and do anything to remain in power, and that is what Andrew is doing now. I know you would have discussed this already, Wayne, but try and recall that Andrew Holness swore an allegiance to the Queen, right? Andrew swore an allegiance to the Queen. This is how desperate Andrew is. Andrew is a clout chaser. Andrew don't really have any principle. There's no principle that Andrew abides by. It's just to make himself look good. This is why I'm volunteer to be front and center with this Haitian mission. Andrew can't control crime in Jamaica. When can go Haiti go trouble the people them for? Him not know nothing about crime control. Imagine Jamaica has Haiti is in the middle of a war, but Jamaica have a higher murder rate than Haiti. And Andrew gone over there, gone go fast with the people about him. Him in charge of task force. Andrew can't even run him yard. What am I doing the people them country? About him running task force. That is number one. I mean, so as far as I'm concerned, when you have a group of people now with all of them compromised in one way or the other, what are we supposed to do? Right now, Jamaica is in a do or die state, in a do or die mission. That is where we are now. Where we have to get rid of them, or if we don't get rid of them, dark name we suffer. Because we cannot face another 2 years of them, much less 5 more years. You know, Dr. Ryan Simpson, who is the MP candidate for the PNP for Northeast St. Anne, said it best. We are going to end up worse than Haiti if we don't mind sharp. And it's a reality. A lot of Jamaicans don't appreciate when Jamaica is compared to Haiti. But really and truly, we are one disaster away. One disaster away. If we get a strong enough earthquake where there's absolute chaos, do you trust this government to get us through? If we have a bad hurricane, a category 4 hurricane, where so much things happen to us, would you trust this government to get us through? Just think about how them thief up a whole of the COVID money. The $400 million we ever get for COVID relief. Where is it? So imagine now, if something should happen, what is going to happen to Jamaicans? So at the end of the day, we are at do or die place now, where we have to come together. I hear a lot of people go, oh, they're not going to vote. They're not. Listen, your most powerful weapon as a Jamaican citizen is not a pistol or a gun or whatever. It's your finger. Because collectively, we all have the ability to hire and fire our leaders. And right now, as I was saying earlier, we have to take this seriously because these people are now meddling with our constitution. Imagine now, listen to this. These people have violated our constitution at least 5 times. At least 5 times since they've been in power. They have been taken to constitutional court, where the court has ruled. As a matter of fact, Anthony Hilton was on my program last night, and he said it was 6 love because they've been taken to court 6 times and lost. They were taken to court by 2 of them very own senators, including Arthur Williams and Chris Tufton, for undated resignation letter. Remember that?
Of course.
And the court ruled that what was done was unconstitutional.
Yes.
They were taken to court by some young men who had to suffer at their hands during the SOE and the ZOSO. Remember that?
Yes.
And the court
some money, them paid up. Yes.
The court ruled in favor of these 4 young men who took it upon themselves to sue them. The court ruled that their constitutional rights were violated. Right? And then Julian Robinson took them to court about NIDS. Right? And of course, with NIDS now, if they weren't taken to court, it would have been among the most invasive IDs in the world.
True.
That would have been mandatory. Then with the PNP, take them to court again, Peter Bunton and Philip Powell for Paula Llewellyn extension the other day. Remember that?
Yes.
Again, a violation. Did you know that Haitian asylum seekers also took the government to court and won less than a month ago?
Oh, they won. Good.
Yes, they did. They got an injunction barring the government from deporting them back to Haiti. There's another set that came in who are in the process now of filing another injunction against the government. Because I can't understand this man now says he's the arbiter of everything good and true for Haiti, and he wants to be front and center, yet as the Haitians touch down, right? Running from crime and violence in them country, he put them on the next available plane or boat and send them back. No, not for one moment am I saying that we should allow Haitians here in droves, especially when we don't know if they are a security threat, because we have to bear in mind that 4,000 Haitian prisoners escaped, and Jamaica is their closest point outside of Haiti. But at the end of the day, man, Jesus, when you see women and children coming, women and children, traumatized women and children, you really gonna send them back to the middle of the war-torn zone? You know, these things make you realize that these people only do things for clout. That not giving them the clout, but standing up in front with all the pomp and pageantry. That is the clout. Just like how getting the privy council, becoming a queen's privy councillor, that is full of clout too, according in Andrew's little brain. To tell you how they're opportunists, imagine from day one. Remember when Andrew was just elected as prime minister, one of the first trips he made was down to Israel to put his hands in them little, what the Jewish people call them little cap, and put his hands on the wall and pray. You remember that?
But
remember,
can you imagine a devil put him on a wall and pray?
Thank you. The devil himself.
Yes.
The devil himself. And, you know, they have been engaging the Israelis from day one. Aubin Hill says he identifies as a Jew, as a Jewish man. Right? They have been defending the Israelis from day one. And when them realize now, say, the world is back in Palestine, what did they do? Them changed their mouth.
Flip flop.
Flip flop. So this is why I find it so ironic that they have all these words to say about Mark Golding supporting a position that they wanted all along. And them have the audacity to look at us and tell us that Mark Golding is a flip-flop. But you see, they don't understand, you know, and that is going to be their biggest downfall. They don't know who they're dealing with. This man is a corporate attorney by day. That's his job, his day job that he has done for almost 20 odd years, almost 30. He's 56. 30 years. For 30 years, he has been doing this. This man deals with corporate mergers. You know the kind of nerve of steel somebody have to have. How the level of thoroughness to be such a well-respected corporate attorney would deal with mergers of big companies.
The value of billion.
They think they're dealing with an idiot, you know. What is Andrew Holness's profession?
Alibaba.
Politics.
He has no experience in the work world, you know. None whatsoever. Even his wife have more work experience than him. Andrew don't have no work experience.
Alibabis.
There you go. But what I am trying to say is, how them think them going to get around somebody who is light years ahead of them intellectually. Light years ahead of them. Jamaica deserve better, you know. We actually deserve a leader who we can be proud of. That, I mean, remember that Jamaica has always been a leader, world leader, you know. Remember that we have big shoes to fill, you know. We're talking about Michael Manley, who was one of the most respected leaders worldwide, you know.
True.
Who was forefront in the ending of the apartheid, you know.
Exactly.
Who helped liberate Angola and all sorts of different countries, you know.
Here you go.
And if Michael Manley were alive today, he would have been so vocal against this war. And now what we have, this watered down washed up person who doesn't even understand geopolitics. He has no geopolitical knowledge at all. He cannot read a room for the life of me. Remember, you know, that this is the man where allow the previous Prime Minister of Britain to convince him to run against the Gensec of Commonwealth, you know, Baroness Scotland, Patricia Scotland, you know.
Yes, yes.
When they remember now, you know, how the General Secretary is chosen. She's elected. The regions of the Commonwealth come to some sort of an understanding, you know. So an understanding was made that the other regions, especially Africa, would have supported the Caribbean. And in turn, when Baroness Scotland, who is from Dominica, did her 2 terms, then we would support the Africans.
Yes, and they will get it. Yes, yes.
So they were supposed to know Baroness Scotland was in her 2nd term. Having done this 2 years into her 2nd term, when Boris Johnson convinced this idiot named Andrew Holness to challenge Baroness Scotland. Put in Kamina Johnson to challenge Baroness Scotland. Now you tell me, what that would have meant was that the Africans would have had to wait for 2 more years, you know.
Of course.
So it's like him want quote the game throat. Him cannot read the room, just like when he go sit down at Donald Trump kitchen door, a Mar-a-Lago.
Yes, yes.
Because he has no geopolitical understanding at all. And you'd have said, all right, him young and him inexperienced, him really don't understand. Him need to take talking. But you see, when you replace all of the professionals and put in your activists who are bloody clueless, that's what is facing all of you in the diaspora right now. The fact that Andrew Holness has removed all of the career diplomats. You don't realize that. All of the career diplomats are gone. And he has replaced the career diplomats.
Puppets.
Lackeys.
Yeah, lackeys.
Is lackeys. Yes. Who have no clue about diplomacy. I mean, I see that I watch you on Rattigan, you know, and I see you reading that letter. That article, whatever it was, that one of them wrote.
Oh, yeah, one of them wrote it, man. So me and Rattigan.
Yes, man. After the person, I said these people have absolutely no diplomacy. That is why their conference is flopping. And them trying to get 1,000 people and them can't even reach 200 people. And after the content facing to give away free tickets.
Yes.
Sponsoring people. Imagine this is supposed to be a money-making venture for them. And they are now going to have to spend to take the shame out of them eye.
Disgraceful.
They are a disgraceful administration. They are disgraceful. You know, so that is my 2 cents about them still. I could listen, let me tell you something. If you don't make me chat, me will chat all night. You
know, listen. You have to fire, burn the fire with a mind, you know.
Exactly.
But the Titans, you know, this is the Titans. I remember, let me tell you now. See the gloves, I'm going to tell you. Or else I'll rub you off. I can't see the gloves.
If the glove don't fit, you must quit.
Yeah, you see? Set off. You understand? Off, man. Byron.
Kamala and the rest of Titans. Yeah. I'm going to ask you all. Have you, get the sense that our Jamaican people, while we are here fighting for them, it is like we have to use one hand to fight for them and one hand to ease them off.
Exactly.
Have you gotten that sensation?
Can I tell you why?
Yes.
Man.
Without knowledge, the people shall perish. And what they have done, they have sabotaged the educational system.
All right.
Even the best schools, they have sabotaged, they have defunded, and they have progressively underfunded education. Right? now when you go to the schools, there are no teachers. And the few teachers that you find are just out of school and have no experience and don't know how to deal with the students. The students are in class not learning. Right now, we have 70% of the population that don't even have one single subject.
Whoa. Whoa.
The literacy rate is sky high again. Remember how much effort Michael Manley put into educating the population, you know? These people have reversed it because they understand Byron. They understand that, look, when the people are stupid, you can't do anything you want with them because they don't understand. Just like how them could have tricked them about this old dual citizen foolishness.
Exactly.
Because the people literally cannot understand the difference between Commonwealth and non-Commonwealth.
Exactly.
Commonwealth and non-Commonwealth.
Crazy. You know what I saw? Titans.
Yes.
Because of course Kamala is today officially Titans, you know. Now let me say this. I saw a clip that moved my stomach. And what I saw in the clip was some gathering as it relates to people protesting, right? When you have a lady saying that it's not pulling causing to suffer. Hold on. That shook me up.
Hey, you know what? I'll pull it up, you know.
Hold on.
Well, may I eat some peanut and I'm going to throw up.
Mark Golden. Cause her to suffer. Oh my God.
So you never see Derek in the video too. Derek Morgan was in the video, you know. That is how I know say what they do. They go to the park and scrape up the people them. They go scrape up the people them and give them t-shirt and just they never give them the message though.
That's it. And you know what it hurt me? You know what it hurt me, Byron?
Yeah.
Because Derek Morgan, I'm a brethren.
Yes.
I'm not talk no who them I call son. Let me show you. Let me Titan just let me show you. You know, can I have some family there when I want to show them. Yes.
Crazy.
Let me show you the real what let me say I can pick up something. Can let me see what on. I'm a family them. Just I'll take a minute and play some of my family. Let me say Derek in this. Real Derek Morgan.
See original father Gregory Isaac. So me I want no make no guy fool So the clear yeah, simple thing. Hey, remember.
But remember say me and want somebody do this.
Just easy father Morgan. Alright.
See Derek Morgan there. This are the real Derek.
Remember.
But remember say me and want somebody do this.
Just easy father Morgan. Alright.
They can react.
Right away, President endorse Wayne Lonesome as a nice man, wonderful man.
Yeah, man.
I mean, I just start that because of anything, you know? Yeah, that's the truth.
Eptone's Leroy Sybil, when you answer Father Sybil.
That's true. Everything I say.
You hear that?
Yeah, man, we are going to seminar Father, I know. Check it out. I understand. Father, try one note for them now. Sometimes you're gonna be left out alone.
Capleton, we answer better. Them fi know, say me a the baddest thing ever born. No for them we say me never born. Me no like how no for them born. Cause them can't stop there. Yeah, the king of fire done. Remember, I'm can't go.
Yeah, man. Derek Clara. Yeah, man. You saw the place full, room full, all full. You see who side of me? Original Johnny Clark. See it, you see me on top of
Judgment.
yeah, man. Oh, you brown. You're Bantan.
That's why I tell them to be careful. Eh? Yeah, man. You know to cut it out here. The father tell himself.
Sometimes I never knew which way to turn. When the going gets, the tough gets going design. We'll never give up the fight, even though I'm broken up inside. I can never give up my pride.
Hear this now, sister.
Hard work brings great achievements. So give yourself we're alone. So
Kelly, where you have the father, Kelly? Big up every time, man.
I'm aware of love.
Revolution is like me now. So come and just chat my man straight and we're doing business. Just
remember when we both owned the picture frame, and nobody never used to call me name.
well, too much blood stain around.
Alright, easy man, I win on this.
Yes.
Yeah, right. So the real Derek Morgan that me just show.
All right.
Nothing, this a Derek Morgan. It's a goddamn shame and embarrassment, disgrace and embarrassment. The matter about one that you have an international, ska artist, king of ska, Derek Morgan. Enough respect, Derek. Then, yes, man, keep it real. We keep it real on there now.
I met Tinga Stewart the other day on a flight,
Yeah?
I met Tinga Stewart. I was on my way back from Florida the other day and I met Tinga Stewart and his wife. Those two right there in your video.
Yeah, it's a drop out though.
When?
To drop out, man, what a year. I've asked my wife again. Yeah, man, she died now. She died.
Well, I met somebody with him, probably somebody else.
Yeah, man.
He was on a flight with me recently.
Yeah, I'm dark.
Probably. Probably. They were sitting beside me.
Yeah, man. So that's the real Derek Morgan there. So yeah, so where the government.
No fake Derek Morgan.
Yes, and a fake that it's so embarrassing. Cause so somebody up here asked me, lonesome, that is it. I said, that is what? No man, no.
Let me say something, Titan boss. Let me say something there now.
Yes.
The real Derek Morgan wouldn't acquaint himself with these people. Real Derek Morgan from Union. Real Mandaites. Real PMP turf. Him now mix up with them the garbage there. So make them move and go outside. But coming back to Andrew Wallace and him regime. I remember when the SSL saga was at its height of the SSL saga. And whenever I hear nothing from him, he finally run out underneath one tree. And a bird was giving him problem. And when the bird literally I tell him, say, move from yourself with your life. Yeah, Andrew Wallace, bird of solitude to the Jamaican people. Well, I'm not bothered by politics. I'm just driven by legacy. What legacy? To kill off 7,000 people in a COVID with your bogus election where you call to rob the poor relief money for the COVID people, to go around the world and corrupt Jamaica with some regime where as a democratic country we're not supposed to even mix with them people. Because the NITS was born out of China. And so China used the NITS to identify them people down there. That's why a population of 1.8 billion. You have that when you can easily pluck you out. Your personal data, they are the fingertip of them country there. Him run around Israel and him align himself to Benjamin Netanyahu. And him come with all type of shenanigans. And want to roll out a project to we like him go down there to deal with agriculture and cyberspace. Jamaica equipped to deal with cyberspace technology. Then if Jamaica did equip to deal with cyberspace technology. All them acting in him office in a SSL saga. You know, they have the technology to deter attackers from a sensitive place like your office. So what we find with Andrew Holness is that him go around and him play politics all over the place. That's why them couldn't supply the vote in the United Nations bag of the relief for the people them get the victim in a Gaza get the relief, you know, medical and all them things there, you know. Them dead and them no vote. Because if him vote, him have vote against him friend Benjamin. So him don't care for humanitarian. Yeah, him don't care for the humanitarian side of things, you know. Him is an all-out warmonger. Him do it to him one people in Jamaica. Him do it to them. When him ready, him send out the army, like them, you know, police to go do civilian duty. Jamaica not fight no war with nobody in the world, but you have your army deployed in a civilian space. That is a violation of the Constitution. That in itself is a violation of Jamaica Constitution. Your army personnel can only be deployed and should only be deployed in a case of emergency such as flood, hurricane, earthquake, something of that sort. You understand? You don't come and militarize a country of that size of population. You have enough policemen and boots on the ground already. So we see everything, we see the tactics. Him go far east, go learn all these things and come and want to roll it out as a project, because that will be his legacy. His legacy won't be there for us to see where he has taken Jamaica from point A to point B in a progressive manner where we're growing. A thief now go save nothing, you know. A thief don't save. Him just squander. So you find out that all time, all the money where the diaspora send in at Jamaica, if you uplift Jamaica, Andrew Holness and the minions, them a pocket it. Remember them rob from we in a COVID? Because I keep saying, with the minimum wage that Jamaica currently receive for a weekly working performance, you could never charge those people 200,000 for mass. But you know, when you charge them, they're going to take up the phone and call overseas, and the money will come. All them traffic fines will exceed over 100,000 and all them things. That's the same thing it applies to. A man having care about him having, and him get some traffic offense relating to these high exorbitant amount. He might go call foreign. Foreign I go help him because I say I'm bread basket. I could translate him, can get back in thing and pay that fine, yeah, and clear up him thing. Andrew Holness carefully orchestrated the landscape of Jamaica and how him can rob Jamaica and Jamaicans. Because I rob the country itself and I rob the population as well. And we in the diaspora, people might not know how we be in the brunt. How we are sending money go with friends and family to sort them out to get them back on track. The people have done have it and them know. How can you be the leader of your country and you don't know the economics profile of your country? You must know your people cannot afford these fines. But your fines them are some 4-figure fine, sometimes 5-figure fine. Yeah? So we know what Andrew Holness do. A long time me have him scope out and put one side. Him can't run out with nothing more now. I bury him, the Titans I bury him. Him career supposed to finish a couple more months before it expires, to be frank. Him have less than a year now.
Come on.
But you know that it's
get rid of him once and for all, man. And all this big dynasty where them a create and thing. We have to take back everything, you know. Because we see when do it to the youths, them, you know. He'll got and gain and take it back. Well, we know when you gain food thing too, he'll got and gain. And we have to make sure no we pull back that and put it back in the people's coffin out of Jamaica. You can't get rid of all them wealth here. So if you feel like you have a craft your way through and set up some things for you know, benefit you with the crime that you commit. No, it never work. Because we, at our driving wheel, you know, we have a man called Marky G, you know, well equipped for dealing with your
That is it.
Yeah. We have a man well equipped. We can see we are going with from 10,000 miles away. And you know, 10,000 miles about 2 times the distance between Jamaica and England where the same come from. We don't need to check. Marky G come further from England than what I think about. It's a man sent by Jah Almighty to save Jamaica. Here? Because without Marky G, Jamaica sink.
I say this all the time. I say it all the time.
Did you see the international news with his body? Netanyahu.
Benjamin.
Yeah, we're not still warrant out.
Yes, they put out international court. I have a piece of breaking news. I have a piece of breaking news I want to share with you. I just heard that Border Cat's brother Brooksy was gunned down a short while ago in Portland. He was just killed in Portland. Yeah.
Them killed
Brooksy, Border Cat's brother.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Shot
breaking news just he was shot 5 times. You see,
well, you know, that look like something well thought out and planned out.
Yeah.
So you see this now? Some I think 10 person get shot. 10 people get shot when yesterday?
Yes, in a bar, one fatally, and they're boasting about how crime is down, you know.
That's why when I see,
hey, let me say something. One of them just a short line. Anytime it coming on to election, it's how GLP always do, you know. Them always
an election yet.
Manage.
Them just right. So you can have a crab where you have the money laundering and all kind of criminal activities, you know, to be a deputy prime minister and, you know, minister of national security can't work. And when you talk to them, I'm going to be here, you're not dead for the young stone crusher. It's bad. That show Jamaica to the dogs, man. You want people with clean slate right now. You don't need this. And you have to be, you have to talk truth to power, you know. You know them way by run.
Exactly, you're perfectly right.
And you have to be patriotic. So you can't, like when we are talk, like you say, you have some people say, when you talk, them are PMP, no, I'm on the heights. Bigger than that, bigger than PMP. I'm on the heights. Yes.
But everybody have a right.
Person study and everything. So man there, it's I know play thing. You understand? So them say yeah PMP. So what you want to do? They must speak politics. So if you have a government where a chopper government and me come in like way two people and give them benefit of the doubt. And each of them I'm call them name. It tangle up in something. Where do you keep them? And you make people draw a card on you. No, you want to clean them and you want to send some people to prison.
Clean
you want to make example out of them that the criminality stop. We want to see some, hey, Kamala, you ever see the whole of your lifetime, you ever hear any one of them big boys in Jamaica from the PSOJ in a prison yet?
No, not from the PSOJ. I've heard of a labor right going to jail, a labor right MP, but definitely not any of those PSOJ.
None of them big boys there. And, nope. It continue up to today. Yes, it's a corrupted land, and we lose billions.
Exactly.
Them one of them do all kind of things that for sure say it corrupted. So you need somebody to clean it. And the top of the force to you because right them politicize it. Because you have Fix daily. I mean, I tell you the truth. Him know to Fix. Thunder. Remember me know people here and them work together and better. Me know about
look what happened the other day with Peter Bunting at the you never saw the confrontation between Peter Bunting and Patrick Rowe.
Federation. That's a big piece of shit.
Yes, he is. The big fat piece of shit them. Yeah, man.
Yes.
Because
yes,
the police federation conference the other day, imagine Peter Bunting was the guest speaker, you know, and this man interrupting his speech about point of order. How the hell do you raise a point of order in the speech of the guest? Because you don't want to hear what the guests have to say.
This is because the same as sure. All right, so him is a JLP operative. We know about
He
him.
is.
And yes, he is. And when do in one of them gets me the show it the other day, you know. When I talk about they must invite Ron James and them take him on. Can I have the whole item I show it, you know? Bring them out. Remember me the winner me there everywhere. So
Yeah,
me
man,
know
we
it's a
know.
big load of shit. Him for just go flush in a pit toilet and throw some ashes to keep on himself. Him are not police. You see them play politics and we taught them to play politics. You understand what I say, Byron? Him a big piece of shit.
Exactly.
By the way, I have a file with him and I soon bring it out. Yes, I have a file. I have to bring it out. You know good. Yes, Byron.
Yeah, you know, I want to just appeal to a little bit of history right here. And when we talk about colonialism, right? And we talk about neocolonialist.
Mm-hmm.
So when we think of, and where I am going to just show a conversion, right, straight into capitalism. So within the colonial period, we know that, okay, all right, Europe and all those who, you know, go out and plunder, right, the African countries and, you know, the African continent, right, as it relates to, you know, slavery and so forth. But colonialism capture that those colonialists capture those wealth, right? Now, after colonialism, what comes out of that are neocolonialists who've been protecting those wealth.
Yes.
Right, that they get from the colonial period.
Otherwise known as the house slaves.
The house slaves, right. Very good, come on. Watch this now. You have to understand the political philosophy that protects neocolonialists, which is capitalism. It goes straight into capitalism.
Because they want to keep everything in a being
exactly.
Touch, yeah.
So what's the struggle now as it relates to Michael Manley, right? Who have a vast understanding as it relates to that. And decide that, okay, all right, we are going to shape a political philosophy, right? That it really relates to, you know, wealth, the distribution of wealth equally throughout. So you talk about democratic socialism as a political philosophy. I don't hide my political philosophy. My political philosophy is democratic socialism. The People's National Party hosts that. They are the hub for democratic socialism as it relates to, look what Michael Manley had done. Now, where am I going? I am going as it relates to democratic socialism to say, with Michael Manley focus on education, to have the understanding that an educated nation is going to be able to save itself. Because when a nation is educated, out of that, you are going to have technocrats who are going to be able to make certain decisions to move the country forward. We are talking about prudent decision making. Now, if you notice what the Jamaica Labour Party had done over the years, capitalism, which is Jamaica Labour Party fighting against democratic socialism, right? They don't believe in educating the people. So when Michael Manley moved towards free education, many of those who, including Andrew Holness and all who claim that they are brilliant, being benefited as a result of what Michael Manley had done, of free education, right? Partially going up to tertiary level education. And some of these people, that's why when I said earlier that I get the sense that when we are fighting for some Jamaicans, it seems like we have to use the right hand fight for them and the left hand to ease them off. Now watch this. Any political party who destroy education, aim at destroying education as it relates to Jamaica Labour Party, cannot mean the society any good. Now, when you look and see the effort of what Jamaica Labour Party had done, Edward Philip, George Siaga, right? Michael Manley also looked forward for persons who had lost certain opportunity in terms of educating themselves. Michael Manley created Jamal. What Edward Phillips George Siaga did, he destroyed Jamal. He destroyed Jamal. Now, we move and advance to that, right, as it relates to look at what Jamaica Labour Party had done, right? Look at what Andrew Holness had done as it relates to Rural Reid, right, who advised him. Destroy our education system by what? Robbing millions of dollars from our education system, putting our education system on backbench. Now, when you come and you look and you see how damaged our education system, if you have a lady who, right, the Jamaica Labour Party can influence to come out and say that Mark Golding make him suffer. Now, let me go in detail with that. This lady don't even have the common sense to say, well, all right, who is in power? Which party? Which party is in government? Which party is the incumbent? My lady, it is the Jamaica Labour Party. All right, let me teach you some things. It takes 63 members of parliament, right, in operation as it relates to the constitutional laws. Now, let us talk about, right, as it relates to who hold the majority of members of parliament, of the members of parliament. The Jamaica Labour Party has 49 members of parliament and the People's National Party has 14. Where am I going and saying this to you, lady, what said that? Simply means that any policy decision that you suffer as it relates to you being hungry could not have done by the People's National Party. Why? Because they have 49 members of parliament and any policy that is going to make has to be made by the Jamaica Labour Party. It simply means that whatever policy you affected by, for you to come out and say that it is Mark Golding caused you to suffer. Which one of the policy that Mark Golding had done, right, that caused you to suffer? And so then that ignorance that is playing out, you said to yourself, my God, I can't believe that Jamaican people, some Jamaican people is that daft. But Andrew Holness is going to influence some people, you understand, to come out and march, you understand, and they are saying that it is Mark Golding caused them to feel hungry. Jamaican people, it is like you lick your head, the persons who say that. It seems like you lick your head, you're lost, you're walking on your brain. It is the Jamaica, let me say that, let me say it loud and clear. Miss Lady, it is the Jamaica Labour Party incumbent is the incumbent government. Right?
You don't know what incumbent means, so why are you telling her that?
It is right. It is right. I just have one thing to say.
Come on, it's crazy.
Byron, when you can give a lady a plate of food or something, because dead man them do it, you know, and then round them up, some little street people, give them a ganzi and make them say stupidness. Oh God, them need to be there for the fat too, before them come talk and use the capacity.
Exactly.
You don't use people and ignorance, man. It's wrong, man. This is how them evil do, you know, brother.
Well, I tell you, it's crazy.
The woman attack and says she need the pick. You know, yes, brush her teeth or something. You can't do these things. Them too evil, man. Before she attack some things where she never, we should have given her Jamal on the spot. It's wrong. And I saw them things. I'm going to show you something, how them use people. And I want to tell me, if you ever see Michael, anybody, but do this before, just look on this. Look on this. This bad enough. Just tell me if you ever see anything like this before. And anybody Any member of parliament ever do something like this?
Tell me if this.
Disrespectful. Look at that.
Every time I say this, it make my blood boil.
Remember me tell you, come on.
Look on this.
What's that?
So, you know, you
look at him. You can come like acrobat. Are you in the house are going like you speak proper English? We don't want this and look at you. The Prime Minister, you think this look good? You cock up and then make man wipe off your shoes. And then them see when I turn on and vote for you. This can't good. You play for people ignorance too much. You see it? How this look
These
to you?
are the people that sell them vote, man.
Arrow,
These
how this look?
people
How that
that
look?
sell them vote. So they will do anything because it's just a money making scenario playing out in front of our eyes. You know, make themselves popular amongst these people. You understand? And so they becomes like, you know, regular knock on your door, make you something and them get it. Yeah. And I really have nothing to do.
About, you know, and just the beg. Now talk about me I show the people. All right. So when I get to them arrow, Byron and Lied and Kamala. Oh, them disregard and look down for our people. Because our people them same way, you know.
Neocolonialism, that is what it is.
Exactly.
This so disrespectful. I want to make the people them know because sometimes the people them slow, you know. And if you slow up yourself, you have to just tell them and say, no, it's not right. You now have the veto power for vote and give that person a job. And them a cock up our shoes and tell you clean it with your hand. That for sure say them not rate you, none at all, them disrespect you. And then if the one that catch it, some other people will have it. And say, well, answer this time of this with clerks. That you use your and I want wipe off for them shoes. And then you have to turn around now and vote for them and give them the job. What you call that, Arrow?
You see, that is where we are, you know.
You can hear me, Arrow?
Yeah.
Arrow?
Yeah, hear me?
Aromatic.
You not hear me?
I'm not hearing him.
We're hearing him, man. We're hearing him. We're not hearing him. I'm hearing him.
Yeah.
Loud and clear.
What you call that, Arrow? What you call that?
I'm just saying that when you look at this government, you know, they continue to play on the people's emotion because they know that they have a vulnerable and a very illiterate base. And anything that then give them just, you know, gobble it down. And we're talking about capitalists. And remember, so Andrew Holness, them put themselves now in a millionaire. Billionaire. So them only see the little people as numbers and profit. So and I'm not like strange to it because we don't know, say we see them behavior. So them not really respect poor people. Because there is nothing that this man do benefit the poor. Every rule that Andrew Holness set in the parliament is to hurt the poor. You know what I mean? So when you see them people out there, so when you see, yo brother, it's sad still enough.
So you have vote, so we don't know better. When people don't know better, you teach people, you don't take this advice, you don't, this is wrong, you know.
But if you teach them, how are they going to, if you teach them, how are they going to continue to vote for you? Educated people don't vote for JP.
There you go, Kamala. It's in the deal and dead.
So what make we teach them? You know, it's so wrong. You know, it's a cock up like a acrobat. And then have man a wipe off your shoes, just cock up in a bed and alcohol, and then a behave like you're smaddy. You're not smaddy. No. Woman not behave like that.
Go to behavior.
Yeah?
It is sad, bro.
The husband with the same thing.
It is real sad. It is
now
real.
Them put on a clocks, you know, and then make the people them they start stab up them one another over clocks and then other things. And cause it. Because through the clocks, then some people they start wear clocks and one step and get stabbed. And then it start because shit all over in all kind of school. Till
them start with fake clocks, man. Label clocks, good fake clocks, not real clocks now come at Jamaica, them can't buy real clocks down there. A fake clocks, the China clocks, them. If them make we pick them, kill them one another over. God bro got it that wear fake clocks in it. Wear fake clocks. Why you want to introduce something that has nothing substantial to benefit your people in your country. Like a Clarks. A Clarks is just a footwear. It could be Butter, it could be All Brothers, it could be Hush Puppy. Where this Clarks thing I go? Eh? What you can do is play upon Jamaican people intelligence. You are from Spanish Town, 56 Cumberland Road. But you want to develop Falmouth and turn it in a city. And you know, do not revamp Spanish Town, which was the first capital of Jamaica back in the days when it was ruled by Spain.
Don't move from that.
But it's not Falmouth him did want to turn into city. It was Clarkstown.
Clarkstown.
Falmouth.
Well, it should be Clarkstown.
Clarkstown.
In Trelawney.
Yes, Clarkstown.
What?
Falmouth is the capital of Trelawney, but he bypassed Falmouth and said he was gonna turn Clarkstown into a city.
Right. And then refurbished Falmouth Market. Right, Kamala.
So
you know, I'm and his wife, current housing development project. Eh? Where you get that from? This is a real chopper government. Them should be hung as we speak at the moment. Them should be hung. Just for coming out of market in a little rural place like Trelawney, Falmouth. To refurbish that market when cost Jamaican taxpayers $1 billion Jamaican dollars, which is more than the housing project that is currently being undertaken by his wife, that only runs up to 800 million. Eh? My God, this man should be hanged, man.
Huh?
And I mean,
man, no man, you're
hanging in the public square.
Get sentence over send him a day. You might forget sentence and go to prison, man. Yes. You understand? Yes. Sentence him and send him go to prison, man. The man them evil to Jamaican. You know, you go around and tell Jamaican like, you go give a woman a donkey and then you make it sound like the biggest thing. For you fix the road, make everybody have access to the road. You do a donkey and then you mad. You go to a peanut dread.
Exactly.
You turn your ambassador. And I say, if you continue the good thing, I spread it to the youth. When them go around and them use people like that, I will say, stop it, it not work. We not allow you to do that again. You need to stop it. Yeah, damage goods already. Damage goods not going away now. And when them send banana and foreign and then damage, them pack them up and send them same way. And then use them make some banana chips. Them they not going to damage goods. You understand? If you stop it.
Banana couldn't bruise, you know, when you carry them got the box plant, you know. Them couldn't bruise. Them reject them.
Well, him get rejected now. Him damage goods. Right now, at the party, I carry him at the party now, good enough, and go shape it up. Him done, you know. So, hear this now. You have some people come out and tell lie with him. I'm in a mind, because you don't mind now. When them come out and tell lie, remember the world intertwined now, so you can't rubbish the lie. Nobody watch the nice. Because the nights are cool long in a 1 or 2 days. And then when you rubbish the lie, people don't remark who are sending out the lie and say, no, but you're not truthful. Get one side. Believe it or not. Yeah? Because they have a lot of sensible people now. I remember, you know, another local media now could have most me. When we used to depend them in them media, you know, book back, but we don't need it again. So them, even them we turn around and burn. And you have some people they come from the media and say, well, for you know, use it for morning. No. When we stop doing the foolishness, stop back foolishness. You understand? So the local media can't save them again with the lies. They need to stop that. You need a government to look out for the masses of people and that they're not doing. I mean, I talk, we're going to try to trick the people and say, yeah, try do it now, you know. You know what I'm saying? Him say, Byron, yes. This. You know what I'm saying the other day, a couple days ago, Kamala, him say, Spanish Town day to him hard, so he might look about hospital and day to him hard. Listen me. For 8 years or something there to your heart as a current prime minister, you have to set it up same time. In 100 days, you know, stay till 2 terms and it's nearly done. And an election, you start saying, you know, dear to my heart. Something there to your heart.
Oh, him looking
for nearly 1 decade. Eh? And then when voting time again I come round, it's near to your heart now. That don't make no sense. I use them and use people and get vote. That we stop to. Hold him accountable. Yes, Byron.
All right. Now, when you look on Andrew Holness, right, as it relates to his 8 years in government, I, came to the conclusion that Andrew Holness personally launched an attack on Michael Manley's legacy. When I said Andrew Holness personally, look on Michael Manley's legacy and definitely launch an attack to destroy it. Now, let us look. Now, when you look on the education system, this was Michael Manley's wish, right, to make Jamaicans educated. We know that Andrew Holness led government damaged that. As a result of what Andrew Holness had done, right? Many of our technocrats had left the country. And so then Jamaica being slowly experiencing such a brain drain right now. Now, let us look at another legacy that Michael Manley have. NHT. Creating the NHT so that for Jamaicans who are contributing into the NHT, right, would have now have access, right, to a home. Andrew Holness government changed that structure by damaging it. When Andrew Holness can join SSL and him and Nigel Clark can make a decision to have the NHT money put into SSL, to have the NIS money put in SSL, right, and all other means, right? Now, when you look on that, and where Nigel Clark went to the extra effort in protecting Andrew Holness, in creating mayhem, simply mean have no explanation for SSL and suppressing the information to come out. Because, trust me, it is really nasty in terms of what happened in SSL. Now, when I look at our healthcare, look what happened to our healthcare. Right? At first, Kingston Public Hospital, as it relates to the budget that was budgeted for $31 billion. Right? Look at the condition of KPH. Now let us move to Cornwall Regional Hospital. When it started, what it started out as, $2 billion. Now as we speak, Cornwall Regional has escalated to over $21 billion. So regardless of how tough one want to come out and try to pretty it up, these entities need a forensic audit for us to understand the mayhem. Look here. I don't care what the certain index want to say as it relates to unemployment, right? Gone to what, 6%. I don't care about that because they are obviously lying.
True.
Obviously lying. When you look and see what is happening now in Jamaica, Andrew Holness, based on what I am picking up, destroy this economy. Destroy this economy. The pressure that we see Corporal, what is his name? Corporal
Ron James.
Corporal Ron James. going through as it relates to defending, right, certain payment for police officers. Teachers are complaining, right? And then when you look now, you see where the middle class is now slowly pushing to the poverty line, and the persons who are at the poverty line is pushing beyond the poverty line. So then when you look now, it's fair to say now that Jamaica doesn't seem to have any middle class. The middle class slowly eroded. Now, is certain things that we are seeing, because I have to deal with some research, that you have some contractors now as it relates to the road infrastructures that being employed under the Chinese, right, have been owed over $2 billion. These are some serious concerns in the country, you know. Serious concern in the country, right? The country had been pilfered in a way that the government doesn't really able right now to pay civil workers. There you go, we have a budget shortfall. Look here. And Nigel Clark is trying to pretty it up. You know, pretty enough to tell you that, okay, there are other areas where government can work it out, and so don't pay too much mind to the budget shortfall. Bullshit.
Stupid. Stupidity.
Right? This Jamaica Labour Party hurt our economy. And this is one of the reasons why the amount of pilfering, the amount of corruption, right? This is one of the reasons also why they can't touch Patrick Bailey. Because it is not Andrew Holness alone that Patrick Bailey set up.
A whole lot of them.
Many of these MP have shell companies, using shell companies to rob our treasury. People wake up. People wake up. When you see the corruption so high, what works in tandem with that is inflation. This is why Jamaica is experiencing the level of inflation. So people, the soonest we can get rid of this government, we have to, you see, for those, let me say this, for those who claim that they are not voting, right, and they are not interested in the politics, let me tell you something. Politics will live that day, noon, and night, because these political decisions, right, have the potential to affect you as it relates to intergenerationally speaking. Generation upon generation are going to be affected. And so then, it is important, and this is one of the reasons why not capitalism. Hey, look here. Let me say this loud and clear on this program here. That the interest for capitalism, neocolonialism, is not to see the development of, in general, black people. Now, let me stick in the Caribbean where I'm at. Now, when you see like the IMF and loans and all of those things, and each time you go to the IMF to borrow loans, your dollar, our dollar has been devalued. People, you need to understand these things. Every time we go to the IMF to borrow any money as it relates to the economic structure, your dollar has been devalued. Now, we can't at current operating what we call a service industry economy and expect that we are going to be able to pay off our debt. We are actually paying $5 billion in terms of servicing debt. Not moving down the debt, but just to service the debt. Right? Now, what's this? When you look on what we are importing, we are importing roughly about $5.8 billion worth of import. What are we exporting? We are just exporting a marginal $1.8 billion. What that goes to say, people? It goes to say that we have to switch from service industry, you understand, to a manufacturing economy. We have to produce, right? We have to find ways and means, innovation, right? So the problem that we have as it relates to Jamaica, right, is not finding the capability, the capacity, right, as it relates to making sure our economy becomes, right, a manufacturing economy. We have to drive the structure of manufacturing. We have to drive the structure of agriculture. Now, one of our main foreign income is through tourism. And although tourism, right, as it relates to the amount of money that tourism is making, how much of that money has been utilized in Jamaica? No, less than 20%. Majority of that, you understand, gone into the country, right, that own these hotels, right? So we are not getting the benefit of that. Now, when you look on the hotel industry, right, the hotel industry in general is not dealing with what we call an inclusive operation apparatus. The hotel itself is definitely dealing with an exclusive apparatus. Simple means, let me explain it. For majority of hotels who are operating in Jamaica, what they are doing, they are now selling the craft in the hotel. So then when it comes to our local market people like the craft market and those people who are working in the craft market, they are not seeing the guests come and spending their money there. The hotel is now competing with them. All those products now, the hotels are now selling it. They are now selling the all-inclusive package. So when you go into the hotel, you spend everything in the hotel, right? And the majority of the money that's being spent, right, is not being utilized in the country. So you tell me, what we want to see is a cease and building any more hotel.
True.
We have to engineer the innovation as it relates to agriculture. Hear what this government has done. Hear what this government has done. Now the government is making it so difficult for our farmers to compete. What this brilliant so-called Nigel Clark has done is to now remove the taxes from green produce that is coming in, inviting their friends and their elites and political kickbacks. You understand? To now push our organic farmers out of business because really and truly they cannot compete in the marketplace. Now when it comes to a single Jamaican getting his pay, right, not livable wage or livable salary, he has to now think about what is going to affect his pocketbook.
Yeah.
So he go to the market and me say, for argument's sake, get $13,000 or $15,000 from my pay. And we say the natural farmers, our Jamaican farmers, they sell a pound of carrot. You understand? He said $500. And the foreign carrot, they sell for $200. You go want to look more purchasing power per my look of money, you know. So it forces them now to buy the foreign product. One for $200, 200 carat. So our farmers are going to compete with that. When the bulk of these stuff coming in flooding everywhere. Flooding in the supermarket, flooding at the local market. You understand? And so then our farmers get a crush. Our farmers get a crush. Now, look how this Jamaica Labour Party government claims that them love us. You know how much we used to get from the backside levy? We used to collect per year $2 to $3 billion. $2 to $3 billion. What Nigel Clark had done? What Nigel Clark had done? Nigel Clark had removed the levy, zero levy. For what? In the essence, for what? Because we hear the rumor, you know, as it relates to haulage and who own the trucks. We hear the rumor of the green trucks and who own the green trucks. And so then, hey, look here. You see the wickedness? Trust me, just can't finish talk about the wickedness. And my Jamaican people, for just open up them head. Open up your head. Open up your head and your eyes, man. And look. Look. We can't continue like this. We can't continue like this. Now watch this. When you have a prime minister who come out and said, every ghetto youth is a star. And learn someone you find a clip that play it again, make it riveting in Jamaica.
Glad me not down there, you know, still.
Exactly. Every ghetto youth is a star. And you have policemen.
And a star and a man
who go into the home of
sorry, but we move fast, you know.
Take out them son.
What was the mission? The mission was to move Jamaicans from poor thinking, poor way of life, move Jamaicans from poverty to prosperity.
He never tell about the mission, you know, but it's a mission now, right? Yeah, the star, you know.
It's not just my belief. One DJ said it far more eloquently than I could say it. Every ghetto youth is a star.
Bring me back in there, lonesome. Bring me back in there. Bring me back in tonight. Let me finish him tonight. Bring me back in there. Let me finish him tonight. So when we hear that Andrew Holness talking about every ghetto youth is a star, we have a killing, an extrajudiciary killing. And today, as we speak, we haven't heard anything from the Commissioner of Police. We haven't heard anything from the Minister of National Security. We haven't heard anything from the Prime Minister, who said every ghetto youth is a star. So we in Lonesome, I want you to show them how they deal with ghetto youth.
Play that now. I'm at that before me show it. Let me show this too. Hold on there. Hold on, watch out. Okay, thanks. Watch a one and then I'll show you how them deal with ghetto youth. The same Prime Minister ghetto youth.
Boys running around with guns who believe that sure, them will go in front of a judge and they will plead a case and they will go through some bargaining process and they get 6 months and come out. Rubbish! What them say? Radam! You're going to get 15 years minimum.
It's the same every ghetto youth. A little boys him wants in a prison. I don't know him have with them, but every ghetto youth a star. You not deal with them, so no Prime Minister never do that. I'm going to this now where you want, you know. Watch out. And this is dangerous, you know. You know, when you want to vote, you come here and say one thing. But, you know, when you go around this, you say the next thing. You can't trust a man like this, brother. See me I say? You can't just a man like this. Look here. Look here. I never get to you to that star. Look.
7:49 a.m. Pineapple Lane, Bogwalk, St. Catherine. The last time Romario Sterling was seen alive. In this CCTV video, the police are seen talking to the man who was seemingly instructed to kneel. He was taken outside his premises and then the sound of a gunshot. It's unclear how many members of the security forces were at the scene, but we observed them milling around. By this time, Romario Sterling laid lifeless on the ground. The police report on the incident last Thursday stated that the shooting happened at 8:20 p.m.
That's not what happened. They came here in the morning. They had him here. They can see the video. The time span on the video says 7:49. Already had him here with him hand on him head.
7:49 a.m. or p.m.
A.m.
It also stated that the deceased man was shot during a confrontation.
No gunshot no come through the zinc. So if him in here, so I shoot after them. Them supposed to start out the door and shoot after him in here. Right?
The report further said the cops seized a 9mm pistol with a magazine containing 8 rounds. Romario's relatives are incensed.
You pretend the man with him hand on him head. So many uno. So many man pretend one man, you know, and he have him hand on his head. I imagine you stoop him down on his knee. For the evidence is there where we see your hand on him shoulder, push him down on him knee. Oh my God. And you look at me and tell me, say, I no baby that you kill. No baby that you take a candy from.
Of concern is the police report on the incident. The family is also questioning why their relative was killed in such a manner.
I imagine, you know, you go at the house, and you knock on the door, and you open the door, right? And surrender to you.
A relative who lives where the incident occurred says the lawmen also entered the house using a flashlight because inside is poorly lit.
On the other video inside, you can literally hear when they come and knock the door. I have that video on the phone. They knock the door, and when you open, you see the flashlight flashing.
There are no bullet holes or other signs, he says, of a raging gun battle. As
I move that because I see we have around 3 minutes left, you know. I know, say, yeah, because when we get hungry like a dog, now, if we can move, you know, them kind of rhythm come like, when
yeah,
I do like a dog, so you know, me I go move and then. And Kamla, tomorrow night, you know, Mystic, you know, you have to go in and do your thing too, you know. So,
sure, definitely.
And everything, yeah?
Yeah, man. Big up yourself, Mystic. I'll join you. Remember, my platform viewers and subscribers are trying to build up my YouTube because I'm just coming. I started my YouTube channel about 5 years ago, but didn't really follow it up. So I'm just coming back over to YouTube now. So I'd appreciate your support. The same name there, Kamla the Right Mango.
Tomorrow you will get the strength, man, and love.
Yeah, man.
Thank you. Same way. You remember, you know, well, them watching a Kamla, so them know, say they're on YouTube now, so them know,
all right.
Them are reach across them. And then hear this now, because we have around 2 minutes. But hear this now, I have to put up this because this at, you know. Remember we are the speaker, them are we there in the Titans are the boat and them thing there. Maria, everybody are the boat, you know. So yes.
I advertised that on my show last night too, you know.
Yeah, man. Right. That have to go and run, man. That have to go and run. This week, you know, this nice.
Right.
So them know it go already. 26th of July, can't miss that. Them so you put out all the advertisement and video advertisement and everything. So we run the thing, you know.
All right.
Nice.
Turn it up. So when them see this start turn up, you're gonna hear video, you're gonna see the popping up or something there, you know. Very soon. That advice now, so them soon hear that. So them can't miss this.
Definitely.
I'm gonna show them the thing, like where you don't see where I show up to discuss these things. Can't miss it. Titans, the whole crew, we're gonna be there.
Blessed. All right. We are there.
All right, Titan.
All right.
Aromatic. Oh, you mean? Right. All right. So, you know, so we're going to see that 1 minute. We don't have no time for us to boom bam. So, I'm all right.
William, send me, come on, a link now that we can send our link.
Yeah, I'll do that right away.
Yeah, definitely.
All right.
This is
So
right.
come on.
Yeah, man. Take care.
Come on, I know. Come on.
Kamla. Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Big up
Later,
yourself.
sis.
Thanks
Yeah,
for having me.
Oh,
Blessings,
Titans.
gentlemen.
Titans.
All right.
Out.
Blessing.
Yeah.
Yes, all right.
One love.
All right.